game left till the state championships. And the Mart Panthers have shown up. First one's on the board here in first quarter. It's Mart versus Falls City. Winners go to the state championship. Stay tuned. Cover One Live starts now.
Who say they want it? Who say they ready? See, you might not like it, but you gon' respect it, cause this is West Texas.
What's happening, boys and girls? Manny, Diaz here, joining you live from the 325 from San Angelo, Texas, from the studios of SanAngeloLive.com. This is Cover One Live right here on www.SanAngeloLive.com. And hey, this is the state semifinal round, officially one game away from playing for all the marbles in Texas, or one game away from playing at Jerry World there in Arlington, Texas. In fact, we'll be joining you next week. Stick around with us next week. We'll be there. In the meantime, two big ball games tonight. One, Falls City versus Mart in the Class 2A Division II state semifinal round. For the folks from El Dorado and Cristóbal, well, you know Falls City very well. These guys are taking on a defending state semifinalist from a year ago, the Mart Panthers. The winner of that game will get Stratford, who took down Albany last night at Lubbock's Lowry Field. Plus, the other game, Lubbock Cooper versus South Oak Cliff for the Class 5A Division II state semifinal championship. This is a big one because South Oak Cliff knocked off Aledo just a few weeks ago. So this one going to be interesting to say the least. In the meantime, let's bring in the other member of the broadcast tonight, and that's Mr. Matt Trammell himself. Matt, what'd it do?
Hey, Manny, the end is near. Champions will be crowned next week, so I'm expecting some really good football tonight.
It's bittersweet, Trammell, because, you know, we started this season, the end of the last week of August, and
here
we're
we
here
are
in December now.
And here we are, Manny. And
yeah.
And all of these teams, like, you know, we've had a couple blowouts throughout the last few weeks of the playoffs, but, you know, with there just being two teams left, surely we're going to see some good action.
Yeah, it's truly the Final Four in every single category of in Texas this weekend. So nonetheless, Trammell, do we have some highlights to go to down in Elgin, Texas?
Yeah, let's make it. Let's go ahead and go down there.
All right, let's go to Elgin, Texas, where we find Falls City versus Mart. And here we go. Already, the Panthers up 7-0.
Yeah, but look at them. They're coming. Well, wait, is that
that is Falls City?
That would be Falls City that has the football. So the Beavers they're knocking 13-yard line. Hopefully they can tie this thing up.
Yeah. These guys, fresh just 2 weeks ago, fresh off a victory against the El Dorado Eagles, and last week a winner against Burton. So who knows? I mean, they've been rolling. They might have a chance to knock off a very good team tonight. We shall see. The Mart Panthers, historically good. If you're a Texas Longhorn football fan, you know the Mart Panthers. Quan Crosby, a Mart native, amongst a lot of other guys that have come through that Texas program there. They've come through the Central Texas team of Mart High School. So looking forward to some things kind of going down as we see some developments. Right now, 7-0, Mart leading Falls City in this one so far. Matt Trammell. Whew. This is a big night. Big night. In fact, Trammell, hey, pull up that video. I just saw that. We'll give you a sneak peek of kind of what we're seeing right now from Shotwell Stadium with Lubbock Cooper and South Oak Cliff. We'll kind of set the scene because this one here, folks, solid night. What's going to be, as we kind of showed you earlier in the broadcast, or told you earlier in the broadcast, South Oak Cliff coming off a win just a few weeks ago against Aledo, the defending Class 5A Division II state champion. Lubbock Cooper looking to rep West Texas.
And a lot of people from Lubbock over there. Sea of Black.
Absolutely. Look at that stadium there at Shotwell Stadium. That's setting the scene there. It looks like South Oak Cliff, the home team tonight. So we're going to bring you some highlights of this one. Stick around. This one looking to be a very, very good ball game. Lubbock Cooper, a team, Trammell, we saw last week against Wichita Falls Rider. I don't know how you stop them.
Yeah, their offense is crazy, but not only that, but that defense is pretty aggressive as well, Manny. It's going to be a good football game, and I think that the Pirates got a pretty good chance.
Yeah, I think so. This would be, I think, the first, if we're talking 5A, 6A schools to represent West Texas in a state championship, Lubbock Cooper would likely be the first team from West Texas to represent this area since Abilene High in 2009 in a state championship. So we're looking to get somebody in that field of play there. So hopefully we're crossing our fingers. We're rooting for the West Texas kids there from the old LBK. In the meantime, looks like Falls City, Mart, some developments kind of going on from there. Let's go back to Elgin, Texas. Matt Trammell, what do you got?
It is the first play of the second quarter, so first quarter is already complete. 3rd down and 7, though, here. They were driving. Oh, not going to get it there. A little short, going to bring up 4th down. And it looks like the field goal unit is coming onto the field.
What do you think, Trammell? You think so you're saying
confirmed field goal unit is coming out on the field.
Okay, do you think it's too early to go for it, or you need points at this point?
I think you might as well stick with the points. You might need them when it comes down to this later ball game. I feel like this may be a close game. Every point you can take, you might as well grab a hold of it.
Yeah. No, I agree with you on that. I think certainly that looks to be a very wise choice from the Beavers right now.
So the game started. It was a punt by Mart, then a turnover on downs by Falls City, touchdown by Mart, and now field goal. So we'll see what happens this next drive.
Alrighty. All right, Matt Trammell bringing us the goods there. We'll keep you updated as that one keeps on going. So right now, 7-0 Mart leading
7-3.
Falls City. 7-3, Trammell?
Yes, confirmed. Yes, confirmed field goal is good. 7-3.
Well, let's show the folks there what that's all about. Let's go back to Elgin, Texas. Let's show you the field goal that made it 7-3 in this ball game here.
Here's kind of got to have a little distance on it. It's at the 13. Going to drop it at like the 17, so probably close to a 25-yard field goal from that point.
For the Class 2A kids, that's not some bad distance there.
No, and he definitely had a little bit more on it. So he could have maybe backed up 10 yards.
Yep. So 7-3 right now. Mart leading Falls City. Falls City trying to knock off the defending Class 2A state semifinals from a year ago. If you're a high school nerd like yours truly, well, you saw Mart last year go down to Windthorst at Jerry World in a very, very close game. So Mart is looking to get back to that point. Falls City trying to say, hey, hold the phone. We're not too bad ourselves. So we'll kind of see what else is in store in that one there. All right. Hey, a big shout out to all of our sponsors this week. Certainly, as you've seen, Berkshire Hathaway, Angelo Bolt, Deersky and Deersky Realtors, La Esperanza Clinics here, and of course, WW AFCO Steel, keeping us in line all season long, and certainly down the stretch of this postseason as we wrap up the Texas high school football season. There's just 2 more weeks left. This Friday and then all of next week, and then that's it for Texas high school football until you want. I guess you can go into like spring ball, Matt Trammell, until we kind of see a lot of those kids get back there. Tanya Willis saying, let's go Mart, let's go Westlake, let's go South Oak Cliff. Yeah, big games coming up tomorrow. If you love Texas high school football, tomorrow you are in for a treat because you're going to see Galena Park North Shore take on that one. I believe it is they're taking on
tomorrow.
Yes. They're in a matchup with another.
Galena Park North Shore plays Lake Travis.
Lake Travis. That is who exactly they're playing. Thank you, Trammell. Brain fart there. Then we have Katy and Austin Westlake also going toe to toe. That one is a very good football game. And then probably one of the biggest games in Texas, South Lake Carroll v. Duncanville. This is a rematch of last year's Class 6A Division I state semifinal game. So big games coming up tomorrow afternoon. But we're going to bring you some of the big ones that are going on tonight, as well as some of the scores Matt Trammell, you have any updates so far?
Yeah, I got some updates from across the state. What's going on? We've got a bunch of games. Like College Station playing Mansfield Summit. College Station up 14-0 early in that one. Some more Wichita Falls Hershey versus Stephenville right now tied at 7s. Gilmer and Salina. Gilmer's up 7-0. China Springs up 10-0 against Cuero. Wascom 7-0. Lubbock Roosevelt just got on the board. Made it 7-6 against Gunter. And then, of course, the 7-3 score of Mart and Falls City.
Man, all right. So, some big games going on right now. Thank you, Matt Trammell, there. All right. We're seeing some developments from Elgin with Mart and Falls City. Looks like Mart driving. Perhaps Falls City looking to kind of put the clamps on a Mart Panther drive. Let's go back to Elgin, Texas. Let's check it out. Matt Trammell, what you got?
All right, second down. We're throwing the football here, and a sack in the backfield going to make it a 3rd and 19, Manny. Look at that defensive tackle right there coming in, the interior blitz right there, runs over the man and gets the sack. I mean, if you want to just slow it down, it's this big 75 right here.
Blowing it up.
Blows through there, runs right over the kid, and gets the sack. And really, they had two defensive tackles right here that were going to make this play. Just one of them was just got luckier than the other one.
Yeah, absolutely. Man, oh man. All right, so that brings up 3rd and 19 for the Panthers in this game here in the Class 2A Division II state semifinal round. We'll kind of keep our eyes open in that one there as we come back to the desk. All right, so 7-3 right now from Elgin, Texas with Mart and Falls City. It's a pretty – this one, it's the winner of this one will get Stratford next week in Arlington. Stratford coming off just a fantastic win against Albany last night. I believe it was 35-14 in that one there from Lubbock's Lowry Field. Hats off to the Albany Lions who just assembled one fantastic season. Denny Faith and that squad always putting out just solid football. You can always expect them to make some big noise in the Texas high school football playoffs. Nonetheless, hey, some also big news before we get back to some more highlights coming up is realignment. Enrollment numbers officially announced on Wednesday. Am I right, Trammell?
Yeah. Thursday.
So,
yeah, Wednesday.
We'll kind of go over some of these teams who are moving up, who are moving down, and kind of what that means for them, what our take is on that as we approach, realignment day coming up in February of 2022, so just a few months away. All right, Matt Trammell, anything we can go to here?
They just had the punt. It was a false start, so had to actually punt it again. Nothing really to go to yet. 1st and 10 on the 20 for Falls City, though. They're going to take over. So a punt, a touchdown, another punt. This defense for Falls City looks pretty legit.
Okay. All right, so we'll see kind of what transpires in that drive there for Falls City. These guys perhaps maybe looking to move, not only just move the football, but looking for their first lead of the game against this Mart team. I believe both of these squads coming in undefeated. If I'm not mistaken, we'd have to pull that up for you here.
Yeah, I'd have to look at that one.
Yeah, so I know Mart is coming in at 14-0. Falls City also 13-1. So Falls City's only loss of the season coming in week 2 against Poth, 17-14 on the road. So these two teams very, very good. If you know, and our West Texas tie to Falls City is, of course, El Dorado falling to the Beavers just a day after Thanksgiving as they fell to Falls City 50-26 in Austin in that one there. So we'll kind of catch up on some things from Lubbock Cooper and South Oak Cliff, and our matchup of the night from Shotwell Stadium in Abilene, Texas. These two teams looking to just go head to head. South Oak Cliff, I don't think they've been to a state championship round. I know it's been I think it's upwards of 20-plus years since they've been certainly into this round. And Lubbock Cooper, they're looking to also make some history. I believe they were in the state semifinal round back in 2018, and they lost to Aledo in what was, I believe, a very, very close call. Many would say it should have gone in the favor of Lubbock Cooper, but did not. So, nonetheless, Matt Trammell, anything you're checking out right now?
We just got the Lubbock Cooper Pirates and South Oak Cliff just came out of the tunnel. Other than that, hopefully that game gets started pretty quick.
Okay. All right, we'll check back with Matt Trammell here in a little bit. In the meantime, 2 games that we're watching tonight: Mart versus Falls City in Elgin, Texas, for the Class 2A Division II in the state semifinal round. Winner will get Stratford next Thursday morning there at 11 a.m. at Jerry World in Arlington, Texas. So it's looks, regardless, I think it's going to be a Central Texas versus Panhandle type of game. In the meantime, Trammell, what you got?
All right, so we are going back over there, and Falls City has the football, 3rd down and 5. Let's see if they get it. Got to get 5 out of it. Going to send one in motion, hand it off. Going to be short by a couple. Going to bring up 4th and 3. Going to make the Beavers punt.
I got 5 on it, maybe.
They didn't.
Not really.
Just 3.
Just 3. Okay, so Falls City, man, the struggles kind of continue, but it's right now, Trammell, this is an evenly contested matchup right now. I mean, although
if you
want to kind of break it down like that.
If you've seen the schedule for Mart, their closest game has been like a 30-point margin or something like that. I mean, they blow out every team they face. So just to see somebody 7-3 here looks pretty good. So, but nonetheless, they're going to have to punt, and we're going to have to see if Mart can do something about it.
Yeah, Mart last week, I mean, just in this postseason alone, last week against Chilton, 56-10. The week before that, Wortham, 55-7. Week before that, Lovelady, 42-16. And they opened the Texas high school football playoffs with a win against Clarksville, 84-6, Matt Trammell.
Lord.
That's how good this Mart Panther team is. Yeah, you're exactly right. The fact that this game is remotely is as close as it is, that's somewhat a good thing for Falls City, I guess, if you want to break it down like that. In the meantime, Trammell, you got do we have a defensive look to maybe go to?
Yeah, it seems that Mart can't move the football very well. Like we've been saying, a defensive battle. It continues right here. Let's check it out. This is a 2nd down. Going to bring up 3rd after this. Quarterback rolling out, tries to find his man, but the defense is all the way there. Let's check it out one more time. Rolling out, tries to throw it in the middle.
Woo!
Safety's coming up and cracking him in the back.
That is not bad, Trammell. That's actually a really good football play there. So what does that make it? Does that bring up 4th down?
I think that's going to be 3rd and 10.
3rd and 10. Okay. So as many playmakers as Mart has on this team, we're seeing Falls City not exactly shying away. These guys are going right after him.
Yeah, this defense is pretty dang good, Manny. Of course, not only the interior rush to get him out of the pocket, but for those linebackers and safety to sit back there and sit, find the man who's trying to break your zone and break him before he can get you.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it there. All right, so still 7-3. We're officially in the 2nd quarter of play from Elgin, Texas, between Mart and Falls City there. All right, another game that that should be kicking off sometime shortly, if it hasn't already, is Lubbock Cooper and South Oak Cliff, the kids from Dallas, representing North Texas versus West Texas tonight at the historic Shotwell Stadium in Abilene, Texas. So we're getting ready to bring you some highlights of that one. Those should be trickling in the next few moments. At least something comes in. The kickoff was at 7:30 between those two squads. All right, so we'll kind of get things going with that here shortly. Nonetheless, seeing a pretty solid football game here. This game moving very fast between Mart and Falls City. We're in the 2nd quarter of play. This one kicked off at 7 o'clock. Both teams kind of just trading possessions right now. Right now, we're seeing Mart leading Fall City 7-3. Trammell, do you expect to see this one move this quickly?
Well, both of these teams run the football, so I mean, especially who is it? Mart. They're going to run that triple option all night, so it's going to be quarterback runs, fullback runs. I mean, Fall City, they'll try to maybe air it out every once in a while, but for right now, it just seems to be a whole lot of running the football.
Okay, alrighty. So we'll come back to that. I know Trammell. He's watching the screens there to see what we got. See what we got going on there between Mart and Fall City. Trammell, do we have anything to go to here in the next few moments?
I think so. Let's check it out.
All right. So in the meantime, let's bring up that and let's go to Elgin, Texas. Fall City versus Mart. Trammell, what you got?
All right. Fall City has the football. Can they do something with it? This may be their chance. Little running back, quarterback keeper, but they strip it. Fall City, Mart's on top of the football. Turnover on downs, 1st and 10 for Mart.
Oh, my goodness. My goodness.
First turnover of the game, and it's a fumble, Manny.
You got to appreciate the strip there, Trammell.
Yep, tries to run the triple option, and if you look right there, it was a pull clean. Coach's head's kind of in the way from the camera, but right there you see him, big number 60, ripping that thing out of there. Rip, ball goes up. He catches it before it even hits the ground.
What do they call that? Rip and grip? Grip
Sure.
and rip, something like that?
Grip and rip, I'm in. Either way, fumble on the play. Mart takes over, 1st and 10.
Okay, so this is a huge momentum shift right here because looks like Mart's going to get it. What is that, about midfield? Maybe a little bit into Fall City territory?
He probably grabs it. They're probably sitting at midfield exactly on the 50-yard line.
Man. So that's plenty big right there for the Panthers. If you give them an inch, they will take a mile. So this next drive should be interesting for the Panthers as they
But still, watch out.
take
That
over.
Fall City defense is still pretty saucy. So stay tuned.
Alrighty, that's we will. So 7-3, Mart leading Fall City in this one from Elgin, Texas. And I tell you what, a fantastic game already. And defensively, we're seeing some interesting things going on. Nonetheless, Matt Trammell, I know you're seeing something because I can see your
sir.
screens.
Okay, so the game has officially started. Opening kickoff. Let's check it out, Manny.
Lubbock Cooper, South Oak Cliff. Let's get right into this one, folks. This one plenty exciting already.
All right, here we go. Lubbock Cooper's going to kick off the football. Boom. Going to kick it all the way to the back. Grabs it, and you know what he's going to do with it? Make one or two miss.
Look at
Cut
that.
down the sideline. Kicker misses two. And he is G to the O-N-E gone. Manny, opening kickoff in the state semis to the house. South Oak Cliffs up 7-0 against Lubbock Cooper.
What a start to this one, Matt Trammell. And you can see the fans from South Oak Cliff just repping. My goodness, what a start to this one, Trammell. You can't write stuff like that.
Cuts right down the sideline. This team was ready to go, Manny. They're fast.
The speed on that guy. Look at him go, man.
Catches it right there. And, I mean, everyone had their lanes, but the thing is, 27 right there with a great block. And that left it open. Kicker jumped to try to make it. No good. South Oak Cliff goes up early in this one.
7-0 already. And I believe that is Randy Reese. He's just a junior, Matt Trammell. So that's a
he'll be
good
back
thing
next year to run it.
for the Cliff there is these guys already on top, leading the Pirates from the 8-3-0. Okay. All right, so that's kind of what's going on already. Pretty much fireworks from Shotwell Stadium in Abilene. Woo! What a game so far. No way. If you would have told me we would have started this one off with a kick return for a touchdown, I would have said go fly a kite. This one already getting interesting there. All right, Trammell, we seeing any developments from Elgin, Texas?
Give me a second.
Okay, all right. Trammell's locking things down on the monitors back there from the Angelo Bolts highlight desk. All right, Trammell, let's go back to you and let's see what's in store for Fall City and Mart.
Mart has the football on 2nd down and 9 right here. Gives it a little screen route. And, I mean, he makes some moves back there, but I don't think he really gets many yards on it. Maybe back to the line of scrimmage.
Okay, so Fall City, what they're looking to do at this point is perhaps maybe bend but not break.
Yeah, maybe settle for that field goal that you had to get. Maybe make them get one too. You can get the football back. Remember, Fall City does get the football first in the second half.
Okay. Alrighty, so interesting there. Interesting stuff from that one in Elgin, Texas. All right, so already we're seeing Mart leading Fall City 7-3, and then also from Shotwell Stadium in Abilene, just up the road from us here in San Angelo in Abilene. Highway 277, South Oak Cliff, Lubbock Cooper. Right now, the Oak Cliff Bears, the Golden Bears, leading the Lubbock Cooper Pirates 7-0, coming off just a fantastic looking kick return for a touchdown. All right, looks like Matt Trammell, you ready to go to something else there?
Yep, back to Shotwell Stadium. Lubbock Cooper's got the football now, and they're not going to lay down just because of the very first play of the game. No, they're going to throw this football. They're going to throw it far. Shot play right here. Bomb, and what a snag there. Dives out for it. Going to get up the first down, and it looks like they're past midfield, driving this football.
My goodness, what a pitch and catch right there.
Yep. Takes a snap, looks both ways, has his man right over the defense. And really, that's kind of questionable defense. Like you almost maybe get a flag on that one. Kind of tangled him up.
Yeah, that is Brady Barnett, senior tight end, 6'5", 210 pounds. He's a tall drink of water there, Matt Trammell.
Yeah. He looks even bigger on camera.
Find him. Let him lead the way there. But look at the hogs up front, Trammell. If you kind of just go back to that and you kind of just stop. I mean, these guys, pass protection, you're only bringing what, three, 4 pass rushers at that. These guys are ready for it.
Yep. And you know, speaking of, you're talking to that tight end, watch his release off this. He gets out of there in a hurry. Breaks there. Don't let anybody touch you. Boom. Get wide open in that seam.
Yeah.
First down.
Find him right up the middle there. Good stuff, Matt Trammell. Love the analysis, what we're bringing there from Abilene Shotwell Stadium. Right now, 7-0, South Oak Cliff leading Lubbock Cooper. The Golden Bears getting on the board first, courtesy of a kick return for a touchdown. Opening kickoff of the game. My goodness, that one started off plenty good. So, in the meantime, looks like we're ready to go back to Elgin, Texas. Trammell, are we ready to go back to that one? We'll give you one more. We'll give you a timeout on that one. Let you kind of figure that thing out.
These things aren't coming in order.
Okay.
That's my problem.
Okay. Alrighty.
Here it is. Here we go. Now we can go to it.
Okay, so let's go back to Elgin, Texas.
They're driving. They're almost there. It's 2nd and goal. Can they get it in there? Guys on the ground said there's only seconds left in this first half. Tries, but no good. Going to bring up 4th and goal, Manny.
Ooh, okay.
This is what they wanted. Bend but don't break. What do you think they do? Do you think they go for a field goal?
I think Mart. I think they probably go for the field goal. I mean, it would be nice. I mean, from our point of view, from our perspective, it would be nice if they went for it because it adds a little drama to it.
It's going to be 4th and about 7. So 4th and goal at the 7-yard line. It's kind of far. We'll see what happens. Stay tuned.
Alrighty, so we'll be coming back to that game momentarily there. Highlights presented by Las Bronza Clinic here in San Angelo in the 325. But I tell you what, these guys from Lubbock and South Oak Cliff already providing us with some additional fireworks, so to speak. Trammell, we ready to go back to Abilene?
Oh, yeah, you bet we are. I wanted to see a big hit. Here it is, Manny. Keep your eyes on this football. Going to swap up the formation, switch it up. Tries to do a little throwback to the fullback, but gets smoked. Doesn't catch the ball. Going to bring up 3rd and 8 for the Pirates. They try to get a little tricky here. Try to move it to one way, but then kind of like a counter bootleg. Have your fullback, but they're in a zone right there with that corner sitting. He's waiting for that flat no matter where it is. That's very good discipline on that defense not to fall for that fake bootleg there.
Yeah, that's the stick though, man. I mean, you talk about hitting the truck stick or the hit stick on that.
Definitely caused the incompletion, that's for sure.
Yeah, to say the least. All right, so right now still 7-0 from Shotwell Stadium in Abilene, South Oak Cliff, Lubbock Cooper. We'll keep you updated on that one here in just a bit. All right, so also we're seeing some. So last we left you. Last we saw from Elgin between Mart and Falls City, it was 7-3, which brought up 4th down and 7 to go for Mart. Matt Trammell looks like they are looking to put some points on the board. That's all I'm going to say. I'm going to let the video do the talking here. Falls City Mart, Class 2A Division II State Semifinal round.
Bend but don't break. The kick is up, and it's good. That's about the same distance that the other side had to make. And this is pretty much going to make it into the halftime score 7-3. Oh, excuse me, 10-3.
10-3. Very, very close ball game for
one-score ball game, man.
I mean, if you look at this, Trammell, all the way Mart has just dump truck teams throughout this entire season, on top of the postseason. This right now is a win for Falls City. The fact that they're within a touchdown.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure Falls City gets the ball to start the second half. Which, if they go score, then the game's going to restart pretty much.
Yeah. For sure. All right, so we'll come back. We'll come back to the desk. Halftime score from Elgin, Texas. It is the Mart Panthers leading Falls City 10-3 in that game there. All right, so looks like we're about ready to go back to Shotwell Stadium. Last we left you was South Oak Cliffs just delivering the boom against the Lubbock Cooper Pirates. Did not bite on the boot. Looks like Cooper trying to make it interesting here. Let's see what these kids from the LBK have in store for us right now.
All right, so last time we showed you it was 3rd and 8. They're going to run the football on 3rd and long, and they almost get the first. Our guys on the ground saying 4th and inches, Manny.
I think you got to go for it right here, Trammell.
So hand it off right there. If you want to pull up that next one, you can see it.
Okay, let's see.
So just a handoff to the right. It's an outside zone. Everyone gets their blocks, but weren't able to get 9. Pretty much 7.5. Going to bring up just 4th and inches.
All right, so here is 4th down for the Pirates. Looks like they get enough. First down, kids from the Hub City. Trying to even this score right now as they get the first down. Look at the Hawk. Look at the old lineman leading the way. Yeah,
all they needed was 1, and with those offensive linemen, you're moving bodies enough to get 2 or 3.
That is a solid run. Matt Trammell, do we have another play to go to?
No, you're good.
Okay, all right. So we will take a look at that one more time before we come back to the desk. So, fresh set of downs for the kids from Lubbock Cooper, trying to make it interesting. And I think if there's a team to really kind of contest this really hot South Oak Cliff team, it's the kids from Lubbock, the kids from the 830. They're definitely going to do that. And as we're seeing this, getting that 4th down, converting that 4th down in inches, fantastic looking play there. If you like the rough and tough football, and what's interesting about Lubbock Cooper, they can play that kind of game. Well, and then they can also finesse the heck out of you and air raid it out. So plenty of different looks from this LBK, this Lubbock Cooper team that we're seeing right now. Whew. In the meantime, Trammell, do we have an updated score from Shotwell Stadium?
We do. It looks like they had to settle for a field goal No video of the field goal yet, but 7-3, South Oak Cliff is up.
Okay, so things getting plenty interesting between these two teams.
And it's officially halftime at the other one.
Okay, so halftime from Elgin, Texas, between Mart, Falls City, the Panthers leading the Beavers 7-3 in that one. Winner of that game will get Stratford next week in the Class 2A Division II State Championship round. For all the marbles in Texas, that's what you got to love about this time of year. That's for sure. In the meantime, Trammell, do you want to do some score updates?
Sure, I got you. So College Station, Mansfield Summit. Mansfield Summit actually has gotten on the board now, 14-7 now. College Station's up. On the other side of that bracket, Katy Pateau against Corpus Christi Flower Bluff score 31-0. So big blowout over there for
Who's
Katy
winning
Pateau.
that one, Katy or Flower Bluff?
Yeah, Katy's winning that one.
Really?
Second quarter score, 31-0.
Wow.
Yep. All right, 5A Division II ball. We got Liberty Hill and Crosby. Liberty Hill's up right now, 7-0 first quarter score. And then, of course, the Lubbock Cooper South Oak Cliff score of 7-3. Actually, just update, Katy Pateau and Corpus Christi Flower Bluff. Flower Bluff just got on the board, 31-7.
Okay, so those get
Keep going, 4A Division I, Wichita Falls Hershey versus Stephenville, 14-14. Let me just take a look back and see who they're going to play. Oh, I guess that game's tomorrow. They play the winner out of Tyler Chapel Hill and Austin LBJ.
Yeah. So in Austin LBJ, I want to say that they are the number one team in that classification in Class 4A Division I. In fact, somebody here on the Facebook stream was asking about that one there. So tomorrow, Tyler Chapel Hill taking on Austin LBJ, the number one team in Texas. LBJ, fantastic team for the most part this season. Trammell, any other updates?
Yeah, just to remember that winner of that one, or winner of Wichita Falls, Hershey, and Stephenville will play the winner of that game.
Gotcha.
All right, 4A Division II, Gilmer and Salina. Gilmer 7, Salina nothing. Second quarter score. China Springs up against Cuero, 20-3. 3A Division II. Franklin 14-7 against Wascom. Lubbock, Roosevelt, and Gunter also in Abilene 20-12. Gunter is up, but it's only 20-12. And then, of course, halftime score of 10-3 from Mart.
Wow. Okay. So games are kind of interesting. These are good, interesting games.
Absolutely, I would say so if I could. Nothing's really a blowout. We have one blowout, I think. But other than that, everything's staying pretty relatively close.
Okay. All right. So Trammell taking a look at the Deerski scoreboard, just rounding things out there. All right, a few of I know as we're kind of talking, as we're at halftime with Falls City and Mart, we're kind of waiting to see what's happening in this showdown between South Oak Cliff and Lubbock Cooper. Right now, that one's 7-3. Lubbock Cooper getting on the board courtesy of a field goal there. So these guys trying to stay in this ball game. Hopefully trying to reach, I believe it would be the program's first ever state championship, if they can do so, coming up, if they can manage a win against South Oak Cliff tonight there in the lean. So right now, 7-3, South Oak Cliff leading Lubbock Cooper in that game there. So nonetheless, a lot of good football tonight. We're watching a lot of these scores come in. In the meantime, we also have Ryan Chadwick joining the broadcast. If you've been following us this for the most part this season, Ryan Chadwick, well, he's been our Bobcat guy, our San Angelo Central Bobcat writer or beat writer. In fact, let's just go ahead and hey, Trammell, can you go ahead and just frame up Chadwick there before we bring him in? But nonetheless, so we'll bring him in. Also, a lot of, we're waiting in some highlights with South Oak Cliff and Lubbock Cooper. In the meantime, let's bring in the other member of the broadcast. Hey, what's up, Ryan Chadwick?
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Okay. Alrighty. Chadwick, so we're seeing Lubbock Cooper, South Oak Cliff tonight. Right now, South Oak Cliff leading the kids from the LBK 7-3. Have you had a chance to catch any of some of these teams this season?
I have been keeping up with Lubbock Cooper a little bit. I spent a lot of time in Lubbock myself. I went to Texas Tech and whatnot. So it's nice to see those boys come up. Not too long ago, they were a pretty small school, so it's nice to see them operating at a bigger stage this year and so deep into the playoffs.
Yeah, no, that is for sure.
Crazy stat about crazy stat about Lubbock Cooper and their size. So I was talking to this guy in Bront who played in winners in like the freaking 70s, and that's who played Lubbock Cooper was like winners.
Yeah.
And then there's like my age group where they were in our division and they were 4A, and now they're the biggest 5A in Texas.
Right. And what's wild about that too is like when I was in high school, the other guys in Lubbock like Monterey, Coronado, Lubbock High, they were the big schools in Lubbock, and it's crazy to see how now, just with Lubbock Cooper coming up, enrollment in those main schools have dropped considerably, and they've dropped down to 5A and some 4A. I think Lubbock High's a 4A now, and like
Wolford,
Friendship, and Friendship has moved up, and Cooper's moved up. So like it's crazy to see where the talent's going in that city.
And then as you see Lubbock Roosevelt, I mean that's ACUF. That's not even, and that's kind of like Grape Creek, San Angelo kind of thing.
Right.
So that to see if that school's even grown as much. I mean, when I was in high school, they were just barely like a 2A or a 3A maybe, and now they're about to playing the state championships next week.
Yeah, I still remember it was like my freshman or sophomore year in high school. You drive on 87 in between San Angelo and Lubbock. And right on the edge of town in Lubbock, going north on 87 into town, I just remember looking over and seeing this tiny little school being built, and I was like, "Well, what's going on here?" And it's definitely not that anymore. And it's great to see the success they're having, moving deep into the playoffs. I look to see continued success from them, and hey, before you know it, they might be muscling in with Friendship in the same district as San Angelo and the Bobcats.
Yeah, that would be something to see.
Well, they're right on that line. I'm pretty sure that whenever that realignments came, the cutoffs came out, they were running like they were one of the biggest 5As in the state. So if they don't get jumped up in 2 years, I don't see why.
Right. I about to say I remember looking down at the stats, and they're like 5 people, like 5 students under that cutoff line for 6A.
Yeah,
so.
I wonder who draws that line.
Probably someone up there saying, "Hey, let's keep them 5A. Let's see if we can get a couple state titles in there." You know.
You go.
Alrighty, so always a good time when Ryan Chadwick's on the broadcast. Chadwick, we missed you in the last few weeks. We haven't seen you since Thanksgiving.
Oh yeah, it's been a week. I wasn't here last week. But yeah. So I got the week off. Manny was kind enough to give me the week off.
Alrighty, hey, speaking of a team that's not taking the week off, how about those South Oak Cliff Golden Bears? Matt Trammell, you ready to go to that one there?
Well, I wouldn't say it's all the Bears right now. Yeah, they are on the goal line here, but it's 2nd and 2. Boom.
Woo, buddy.
Met at the goal line. They're not going to get in. It's like it could be another bend, don't break scenario.
Okay.
We'll see.
Okay, I'm digging that.
We got a bunch of field goals tonight here for a bunch of Texas high school football games.
Yeah.
But don't y'all love to see lower scoring games like this deep into the playoffs? Because now it's just good on good playing each other. There's no more blowouts.
Yeah, I hate the blowout.
Yeah, everyone who's still in the playoffs deserves to be there. So.
Yep. I mean,
I love to see these goal line
even
stands.
if you look at the Chadwick, the other game right now is Mart and Falls City, and Mart's pretty much beat every team by 30. Right now the score there is 10-3.
Yeah.
Man, kind of makes you think if the Eldo boys would have shown up in the first half, like they could be doing something right now.
Yeah. We could be seeing El Dorado Marts at this point here. Or maybe if Burton...
Well, then I think if that was true, you might have a little more high scoring.
Or perhaps maybe a Cristoval versus Mart.
Right?
I mean, we can go into the whole intangibles of this here. Don't get James Bellini started on that.
Yeah.
James Bellini is like the QAnon of Texas high school football.
Right? He's like, it's all a conspiracy. They're out for him.
All right. So we'll kind of come back to this one here right now. It is 7-3
Into
South
the first
Oak
quarter.
Cliff. Into the first quarter there. So it is the Golden Bears. They are knocking on the doorstep of Lubbock Cooper. They are trying to just bust that thing down. Those guys can get on the board. That would make it two-score game, 14-3 at that point if they can. But man, that's you don't want to see that. Certainly because it's going to make things very, very difficult for Lubbock Cooper to make a comeback, but we shall see. Nonetheless, I think we have kind of our answers what that's going to look like. Let's go back to Shotwell Stadium in Abilene. Trammell, what you got?
Here it is. The touchdown play. Send the man in motion and hand it off to your running back right up the gut. That hole was huge. I think I could have walked through there.
It was a nice little trap play. You see the guard crash back down on the inside.
Yeah, that's Quaylon Farr, 5'7", $180, senior. They have him listed as a wide receiver. And here, just kind of doing some duty from the backfield.
Actually, I take back my previous statement. That was a zone right
read.
there,
Yeah,
right? Like
they
they just
just manned up.
put a hat on a hat and just try to run in between those lanes, and yeah, that was
Yeah, there's also this fullback back here. I think that's what kind of threw you. That fullback who's
Right,
he's,
yeah.
he's blocking that linebacker. So.
I think he's kind of hiding behind the
he's right
the
here.
right tackle over there. So yeah,
There he is. So touchdown right here, going to make 14-3.
South Oak Cliff.
South Oak Cliff. Look at this giant of a human being right here that lifts the guy up afterwards.
My
Look at
goodness.
this. Look at this. Wait for it. Here it is. Gigantic of a human being.
Yeah, that's
Dude, look at this man.
50?
Jesus, he needs 500. He needs another 0 on that jersey.
Yeah.
gotta love it when guys like that are blocking for you.
Yeah, you definitely want to get behind him. That is for sure. Yeah, the lift up. Let's see the celebration from that one more time, Trammell.
He could have he could have thrown him through the upright.
Yeah, throwing him to the uprights. He's hitting the interstate from there.
Number 4 is like 4 feet off the ground there.
Put me down.
All right, so it is 14-3. Lubbock Cooper trailing South Oak Cliff right now. We are in the early moments of the second quarter. The other game that we're watching tonight, Falls City versus Mart, Class 2A Division II state semifinal round. That game, it is Mart leading Falls City 10-3. We are in the we are at the half of that game there. So as soon as that third quarter picks up, we'll be headed right back to Elgin, Texas. That is for sure.
Chadwick, did you see the very first touchdown of the game for Lubbock Cooper?
I did not.
Well, not for Lubbock Cooper, but I guess for
Yeah,
South Oak
against
Cliff.
against Lubbock Cooper.
Let
Yeah.
me pull this thing up. This is something you need to see. This is awesome. Here we go. First play of the game, nonetheless. Just in case you missed it, this is how the South Oak Cliff Bears got on the board first. Opening kickoff right there to the fastest guy on the field. Make one miss.
Hey,
Find
he's
the
gone.
sideline.
You ain't catching him.
Adios,
Goodbye.
muchachos.
Look at that ref. He's like, he's not going to beat me in there. I got to hurry up. Started at 7-3 without taking a second off the clock.
Yeah, that's
And you can see the kicker there. He did his best, but
let's take a look at the kicker.
Watch the kicker. He dives. Where is he? He's there. He dives. He tries.
Yeah.
if anything, he laid a block for that guy. I think
Yeah, he did.
he got the
Yeah,
other
he did.
defender off.
So yeah, I just thought I'd show you that one. So that's
Oh,
how it
man.
makes it 14-3 off this one, and then the inside zone there.
So I mean, you take away one special team play. You can't even put that on the Cooper's defense. Looks like Cooper's
No.
defense is actually playing a pretty solid game.
No, you cannot. So so right now, 14-3. Lubbock Cooper trailing South Oak Cliff. They're in the second quarter of play from Shotwell Stadium in Abilene, Texas. And, Trammell, you're showing us, a solid kick return to start the game. Well, how about maybe Lubbock Cooper returning the favor? What'd you say? Let's go back to Shotwell Stadium.
Here's the kickoff. Oh, let's fast forward a little bit. Here it is. Kicks it off. Now keep your eye on the football. Catches about that same spot as when they got the last return, but whoop, just a reverse handoff. Nobody saw that coming. Makes the tackle, gets it about the 35-yard line.
Okay.
Hey, it's a difference starting at about the 18 to the 35. So,
Yeah,
hey.
yeah. Though I'm sure the Pirates will definitely take that instead of
See, what you need to do now is if they score again and you're in that kickoff return situation, the next time you got to fake it because now they're looking for it, right?
Yeah, and then just keep running it all the way over there. Yeah.
Alrighty, so Lubbock Cooper trying to make things interesting. Hopefully, we'll just say this: we're a West Texas company, so I mean we're kind of pulling for the West Texas kids here. Hopefully, they have something left in the tank.
I think maybe keep trying to get that thing going outside. I don't know.
Alrighty, so as things kind of progress in that game, we will kind of bring you some highlights of that with South Oak Cliff leading Lubbock Cooper 14-3. In the meantime, Ryan Chadwick, did you get a chance to take a look at, the enrollment numbers that came out this week?
Yes, I have, actually. As soon as that article came across my phone, I have my push notifications enabled from San Angelo Live.
There you go. Yeah.
As soon as Trammell put that one out there, I was reading it. But, yes, I did. A little bit of a controversy surrounding Sterling City right now.
Yeah.
So it looks like they're trying to be forced to go to 11-man, but I got the inside scoop on that one, actually.
Ooh, okay. Hold on to that one there. Let's go back to the lean. We'll keep the folks waiting on that one there. Trammell, what you got?
Third down right here, 3rd and 3. Got to get this to at least kind of stay with it. Let's see what happens. Quarterback hands it off, a run to the left side, but gets completely stuffed, loses a yard. 4th and 4 for the Pirates.
Wow. Okay. Chadwick, I mean, 3rd and 3. Do you like the play call there? What would you have done?
I mean, if in any short down yardage situation, if you're having success running the ball to get to that point, you get in 2 or 3 yards per play. Even though the defense might be expecting it, if you are having success running the ball, that's a great time for a play action. You stick it in his belly, you pull it out, and you boot out to the other side. Maybe get one of your receivers on the near side of the field to run a little crossing route, put a tight end on the other side and make him run like a little shallow so you have 2 different options. Or, the quarterback can run in that situation. But, I'm not mad at a power run on 3rd and short because, you expect to at least get, 2 yards per carry when you do that.
Yeah.
But, especially when you're down like this, you're going to have to start rolling the dice a little bit more. So put the ball in the hands of your playmaker, which is your quarterback in the situation, and see what he can do.
Definitely. All right, so that brought up 4th down. We will kind of wait and see what's in store for the Pirates coming up. Looks like they did punt that one away. So it is right now it is still 14-3. Trammell, I will let you kind of break the news to the state of Texas, to our viewers here. Trammell, what are you watching here?
A blowout, Manny. This might be the blowout game. I knew we were going to have one. This may be it, unfortunately. South Oak Cliff, they got the football at about the 20-yard line. 2 plays in, this is what happens. Just a dime out to the right side. Single coverage over there. Breaks the tackle.
Oh, man.
Runs right up the sideline. Nowhere near being touched.
Walks it in.
Yep, it's going to be another touchdown. They're running it up, Manny. 21-3 late in this first.
Looking for a dime that's top of the line into the end zone. That was too easy. What happened here?
Well, you see that they got single covers on the outside. Usually in that situation,
no safety help.
Yeah,
over the top.
corner expects safety help, but it looks like he just got beat and the safety wasn't there. So, you see that safety.
Yeah, no, 16.
Look at him. Yeah, he just kind of looks back. He's not dropping back. He's not hauling butt to get back there for help. So yeah, it's on the corner for getting beat, but that's also on number 16, that safety.
Yikes.
For not being there to help.
Yeah, that's unfortunate there. And about how much time is left in that?
About 4.5.
Okay.
And I will say, if Lubbock Cooper's defense has been getting shredded by the run, that's one of the reasons why those safeties might be cheating up a little bit.
I think this is just one of those matchups where just speed is going to kill them.
Yeah.
I mean, we saw it from the opening kickoff. We saw it from, even just some of the plays that we've seen, and then now this. Speed's going to kill this team.
All right. Well, you got to give credit to the throw too. I mean, the throw was there. He was on time, hit him in stride.
Yeah, for sure. No, I'm with you on that, Chadwick. The throw was there.
The throw kind of broke the tackle because he had to spin.
Right.
Kind of broke the tackle.
Yeah. All right, so it is 21-3 South Oak Cliff. Kind of putting it on Lubbock Cooper right now with about 4.5 to go in the first half of play from Shotwell Stadium in Abilene, Texas. So, man, I thought we might have been in store for a little bit better ball game than what we're seeing right now. Now, that's not to say that, I mean, this game, now we're not saying this one is completely over, but, I mean, you start looking at the intangibles here and the speed that South Oak Cliff possesses, man, this one looks to be getting out of hand real quick, fast, and in a hurry. Trammell, do we have an update from you?
Yeah, first down and 10. Just another kind of what we saw in, third down earlier. Just that power run game. They just motion people over to try to get numbers blocking. And quarterback's going to keep this one and actually hands off again to the running back. And it doesn't even get a yard. Loses one, going to bring up 2nd and 11. So what they're doing here is they see, okay, we have numbers here. 1, 2, 3. Okay, we already have our 3, so let's move over. When that's happening, they're just coming hard off this heel line and meeting him back there every single time. Watch him. Boom. Right off the heel line. They're catching him on that cutback every time because this over here is getting so stuffed.
Well, and count how many defensive players are in the box right there. That's going to be difficult to run the ball no matter who you are.
Yeah, that's for sure. Trammell, all right, so there's that play. In fact, let's bring up, I believe it was a 4th down that Lubbock Cooper was faced with. And this one here, having to go for it, they elected to go for it here. And this is a 3rd down. And, well,
right over his hands, almost had him.
Right over that. Play that one there for you. Yeah, so it's
now it could get ugly.
Slipping
Yeah,
away there.
And honestly, like I understand the want to, try to force a first down right there. Let's try to build a little bit of momentum. But like if you're that deep in your own territory, like it's still the first half. Punt that ball away.
Yeah. Now that pretty much secures 28, right? I mean,
there's well, like
that it does.
Yeah, like at least it puts a
down,
huge.
Right?
Yeah, that was 3rd down. It's now 4th and long. So
okay.
Yeah, so
they
actually did punt the ball.
All right, yeah. I was like, I can't see why any head coach would go for it in that situation unless your name's Mike McCarthy and you want the Cowboys to lose. Anyway.
Yeah, anyway, that's for another day here. All right, Matt, looks like we do have another development from this particular game here. Let's go back to Shotwell Stadium. Right now, it looks like the Bears are just moving the football and at their own pace.
Yeah, it took over from about midfield. Here it is, just a little quick throw. Finds this man in stride, gets right up the sidelines, probably gets the first down. If not, getting pretty close to him.
Yeah, Trammell, these guys look to be in complete control of what they're doing right now. South Oak Cliff, my goodness.
Past midfield.
Got about a 4-yard bubble, no one near him. But again, like you got to give credit to the throw. It's on time. He zips it in there.
Yeah, the throw, man.
It's accurate.
He's throwing a fastball straight down the pipe. Yeah, that's solid pitch and catch right there. Lubbock Cooper, Chadwick, just kind of seeing what you've seen so far, what's it going to take for Lubbock Cooper to kind of get back into this ball game?
They might have to try to change something up on the offensive side of the ball. Basically what South Oak Cliff is doing to Lubbock Cooper here is the same thing that South Lake Carroll did to Midland Legacy. They're just stacking at least 7 guys in the box every time. They're crashing the interior of the offense like incredibly quickly after the snap, and so you can't run the ball against that. So they're going to have to spread them out, try to create space, try to get some success through the air, make everyone back up a little bit. So if they still want to come. They're going to have to prepare to get beaten by quick routes like quick outs or slants or something like that. And if they can do that, then that's when, if you can get them to back up, that's when the run will open back up. But right now, with the way they're stacking guys in the box, you're not going to have much success.
Yeah. Well, they're going to have to figure out something quick, fast, and in a hurry. In the meantime, it looks like all South Oak Cliff all the time. Trammell, what do we got?
It's this running back. He's at it again. Hand it to him. But watch this. Make one move here. Whoop.
Oh,
Get
my
off
goodness.
me. Another one with a good block. Basically walks in the end zone after that one. Running it up. 28-3. Let's watch this move again. Right there, comes down, gets it, but watch this block right after that. Takes out 9. Nobody catches him. 28-3.
Look at big old number 50. I mean, this guy. Nobody wants a piece of this guy.
Moving bodies.
He really didn't even have to do much in that play there, but I mean, the guys on the rest of the O-line there just even this other, what's it, 70 on the other side of him.
I think you forgot to buckle his chin strap.
Yeah, I mean, well, there's his mouthpiece.
Oh,
Just
his
kind of
mouthpiece hanging out. Yeah.
Does it really matter if you're
But
that big?
it
I mean, if
doesn't
you-
even matter.
He was barely touched once. What a move.
Yeah, fantastic move there. All right, so it is now officially 28-3. South Oak Cliff just kind of handed it to Lubbock Cooper right now. I don't know, gentlemen. I don't know how they come back. I really don't.
7 minutes left in the first half.
Yeah, I don't know how they do that. It's going to be insanely tough.
Hey, remember that one time I said I'm glad this wasn't a blowout? What happened? That was like 2 minutes ago. I swear. It was 7-3 a second ago, wasn't
You
it?
see, when you say things like that,
I know.
Chadwick, I mean,
What's with me? As soon as I don't know. Like, it's been about 6 or 7 weeks in a row now. All I cover is blowouts. That's it.
Well, let's stop worrying about the blowouts. Let's go back over to, where is it? Elgin, Texas, where Falls City and Mart are getting started 7-3, and Falls City has the football. Look at this. A little triple option play, pitch it out, go get the first down.
Okay. Let's go Beavers.
And I think that's going to cross half field.
Yep.
If not, you're right on the
they're
50.
they're right on the line there. Okay. I see you.
There we go.
Rocking the black
7-3.
unis tonight.
If they score, it could be, 7-10. If they score, it could be 10-all.
Yeah. In fact, I mean, if we, Trammell, stay with that there. So if we kind of check back with Mart, Chadwick, the biggest. I mean, they've had wins this season: 78-0, 77-0. They opened the postseason with the win over Clarksville, 84-6.
Wow.
And right now, Falls City is in a ball game with these guys, only trailing a touchdown. That's.
Well, I mean, we're at that point in the year, and like we've seen how good Falls City can be as well. So, like, I think it's great to see someone who's not supposed to win that game, like especially hanging close, like because I mean that's what makes the sport of football great. That's why we're all so interested in it. Like even if you don't have anything invested in them, like you're always going to root for that underdog, you know?
Right. Yeah, no, you're exactly right.
Can David slay that Goliath tonight? You know.
We always want to know. We all want to know. Can they do it? Trammell, all right. So we ready to go back to Shotwell Stadium?
Yep.
All right, so let's go back to Shotwell Stadium. Right now, 28-3, South Oak Cliff leading Lubbock Cooper. But here come the Pirates.
All right, 2nd and 8 right here. About 6 minutes left on the board. They got to get a first down. They haven't gotten one in a while. And here it is, quarterback keeper banging right up the middle. Put your head down. Get the first down. It'll be around the 30, 35-yard line.
And this is exactly what I was kind of saying earlier, Manny. See how now that they got 4 receivers set out wide, it spreads everybody out. They've spread out the offensive line. They spread out their splits, and they only got one back in the backfield. And if you drop out like that and you run a draw, you're going to have holes. Because like if the defense knows you're passing the ball, then they're not going to be crowding that box like that.
Okay.
So I mean, this could be a little turnaround for their offense if they can, continue to put this kind of pressure on. What you would like to see there is catch the defense napping. Like if they're gonna like run like a blitz on you or something like that. If they think you're gonna keep running that ball, that's when those slants and quick outs are gonna come open.
Yeah. All right. Matt, I tell you, that's why we have Ryan Chadwick here just breaking it down. He's kind of our version of Tony Romo on the CBS broadcast.
I'll take that as a major compliment, Manny. I do not think I know football half as well as Tony Romo.
Well, you're our version of that, so that's fun listening to you to break that down. In the meantime, looks like Lubbock Cooper continues to drive. Let's go back to Shotwell Stadium. Trammell, what do you got?
Right after the QB draw. Let's see what happens. Let's see if they continue it. Handoff, quarterback keeper, but whoop, fumble.
no.
South Oak Cliff on the football. Golden Bears ball. 34-yard line. 5 minutes left in the first half. 28-3.
See,
First
right.
of all, who's this guy on the phone right now? Why are you on the phone? Watch the ball game.
Well, because it's 28-3, Manny. He's on the phone with. He's like, "Hey, man, we got to get somebody else up here."
Yeah. It's like, hey, y'all told me this wasn't going to be a blowout. What's going on? Man, you hate to see that too. That's just an example of a team that can't get out of their own way in this situation. You're already down big, and now like you can't even like the ball security is an issue. Like sometimes the nerves start getting to these kids. So like let's hope that Lubbock Cooper can turn it around.
Yeah, that was a rip and grip right there for sure. And we saw that one. We saw a very similar defensive play in that Mart Fall City game. That's
what gave Mart the lead.
Yeah, and
Right.
that's exactly what it led to. Absolutely, Trammell, you're exactly right.
And that's why all these coaches preach fundamentals.
Yep.
When you're going through the interior of the line, 2 hands on the ball.
Woo, baby. Okay, Chadwick, man, you got any other interesting takes for us seeing that?
Seeing that, like I said, it just comes down to fundamentals. Like, how bad do you want it, you know? Like, but hey, like on the flip side of that, good on that defensive lineman or the linebacker, whoever got to him. Like, if you are tackling a guy from the side or behind, that's when you have the best chance to rip that ball out of there. That's when you see all those players in college and the NFL, like they'll come through and they'll punch it out or they'll get a hand on it, and then that's when you'll see the rip coming out of there.
Right.
So,
Right.
I mean, if the ball carrier is going to be dangling that ball out there, I mean, go for it, you know? And now you set your team up with the ball on the 34-yard line going into to make it 35-3 before halftime, you know?
Yeah.
So
No, exactly right. All right, Trammell, are you watching anything on the screens? What are you seeing for us? Anything that we can go to?
Yeah, we can go to this one right here. Late in the chains right here. They got to get the first down. Fall City drove all the way down there at about the 30-yard line. Let's watch what happens. A handoff here. You'll see a dog pile, and then everyone's jumping on. They needed to get to the first down marker. Going to be a little short. Going to bring up fourth down. Something interesting.
So it was
it's looking like what, like a 4th and 2, 4th and 1?
They're getting very close to that. Chadwick, if you're Fall City at this point here, armchair quarterback this thing for us. Do you want to go for this? What are you doing here?
Well, I'm trying to tell exactly where they are on the field. If they're outside of the 25-yard line, in high school, that's a really tough field goal attempt, right? If you have a solid kicker who can kick that far, then yeah, by all means. Like, you're only down by, what, 3 points?
A touchdown.
It's a touchdown?
Yeah.
All right, 10-3. All right. But in this situation, if you want to be aggressive as a head coach, go ahead, roll that dice. At worst, you turn the ball over on the 25. You know, that's basically like worst case scenario, like a punt. You know, if you're on your side of the field. But I mean, they call they've started compiling stats and giving the odds of what the probable cause and what the best case scenario is in the big leagues in the NFL. And the name of it eludes me right now. But basically, they've come down to crunching numbers, and going for it on fourth down in those situations, you have a better chance to win the game anyway. So sometimes you just got to roll that dice. Okay. So, like, I would be completely fine going for that in that situation.
Playing a little money ball there.
All right,
exactly.
Well, I'd have to say that neither one of you guys are right. Neither one of those choices actually happened. Instead,
just letting us down easy there.
Here it is, the punt.
They punted it on the 30.
To go grab it to get it on the 2-yard line.
Okay.
All right.
We'll take it.
So
I
instead
mean,
of you saying going for it and it being like a punt, we're going to actually punt it and get it all the way down to the 2. Make it a 90. You're going to have to drive 98 yards.
Right. Hey,
I don't have a problem with that.
Yeah, like that's the safe option there, right? Like you either go for points, you go for the first down. Like yeah, that's the gamble. So this is, you know, you're playing poker. You see that you already have some money on the side, and you just walk away from the table. You're like, you know what?
What a beautiful punt that
Yeah.
is. Look how that rotation is. It doesn't just – it just
And it
bounces
just
perfectly out
dies.
there.
Yeah.
Johnny on the spot right there too, within the 5-yard line.
Well, it's
yeah.
pretty easy to run 20 yards down the field,
It
Manny.
hits the 5-yard line right on the money.
Chadwick, you're exactly right. You don't have to run too far for that. But defensively here, I think this is the opportunity for Falls City to really kind of pounce on these guys if they want to have a chance.
All right, so
You-
Trammell, into the mind of a defensive coordinator, what kind of blitz package do you send
Doug,
over here right
I
now?
was going to say, like I told Manny, the best thing to do in football, and I told him this, I think this was Chris Stovall maybe,
Yeah.
and this is the 2-for-1. It's the basketball.
Mm-hmm.
This is better than when you get a chance to, score and then get the ball after halftime.
Right.
This is that you get the 2 points off of safety,
And then make them punt
at
to
7,
you.
You get
Yep.
9 points
Right.
that quick, and that's what happened to Chris Stovall, and these guys may do it here. We'll see.
Keep bringing up Christoval's going to make me cry.
Yeah, I tell you, I continue to run into Cristobal folks, and the first thing that they bring up is this whole Burton thing, and I feel for him all the time.
It's going to become the
hurts,
laces
man.
out legend, you know?
the laces were in, you know?
It's like, if only we didn't have to play
Yeah.
Burton. You know?
Einhorn is Finkel. Finkel is Einhorn. Einhorn is a man. Maybe not to that extent.
Right.
But
We're getting some Ace Ventura references up in here.
yeah. All right, Trammell, what you got for us?
All right, we're going to stay here, and this is going to be a good one, guys. I'm telling you how this one's going to be going down to the wire. Here it is. Mart has the football in their own end zone. Quarterback, keeper right up the gut. He gets hit, fumbles the football. Falls
out.
City takes over
That-
at like
hey.
the 10-yard line.
Hey, what were you talking about base case scenario there?
That's it right there. I'm telling you.
And that coach is like, I knew that was going to happen. That was on me.
Very first play after the punt, too. This was on first down. Quarterback draw. Just gets it stripped.
Oh, yeah. And like I said, head coach looks like a genius now.
Yeah.
Punting from the 25. I knew that was going to happen.
He's looking like a genius.
Special teams masters.
Now Falls City's got to get in the end zone, though. Like,
Okay, Trammell, you hold on to that one there, and tell you what, I will bring up the touchdown. Let's see. We'll go ahead and cue that there. So here we go. So Falls City with the rock, looking to do something with it here on the 5-yard line.
Yep.
Give or take. Masermenos, love the cinematic shot right here. This moving shot. There's Falls City.
What is that, down to the 3, 2?
Yeah, down to the 3-yard line. What I can tell you is, let's kind of rewind that back. Trammell, I feel your pain having to go through some of these. So that's getting to the 3-yard line, almost fumbles it. That's what the caption says for us here. But what we will say, it is all tied at 10. They're in Elgin, Texas. One last look at this right here. All right, we will come back
I'll try to see if I can't pull it up.
to this here. So, yeah, we'll look for that touchdown. I know we do have a touchdown for that. So that whole thing, that whole sequence that we were just talking about paid off for the Falls City Beavers. Yeah, they didn't. I mean, they were within reach to kind of go for it on 4th down, but they elected instead to punt it. And they dropped it at the 2-yard line, and there they are. They forced a fumble, and they got the ball back on the 5-yard line, and then
I'm not seeing
punched
that.
it in. So
Yeah, I'm not seeing it, but they probably just punched it in. It was at the 3, so
we'll give you the Cliff's notes on it. So it is now all tied at 10. Falls City and Mart. What a fantastic game! This one looks like to be a great finish from Elgin, Texas. In the meantime, looks like I wish we had a better finish from Abilene Shotwell Stadium. Let's go back to the lean. Trammell.
28-3, but this Lubbock Cooper defense is stepping up. 3rd and 5 right here. Boom. Gets the stop. Going to bring up 4th down and goal.
Okay.
So, hey, look, the Pirates aren't going to give up.
There's still a little fight left.
Yeah. Get your leverage, get to the outside, make some plays. 4th and 5. They're going to probably have to, throw the ball?
I mean, you never know.
They have been rumbling and tumbling.
Yeah. All right, so looks like they did have to settle for a field goal, Trammell. So that is now officially 31-3. It's a 22-yard field goal. $1:56 left in the first half of play there. And, it's not exactly going in the direction of Lubbock Cooper, trailing a whole lot to very little, 31-3. In the meantime, with under 2 minutes to go in that from Shotwell Stadium, there was a little sign of life. Let's go back there. Let's show you what the kids from the LBK are up to.
All right, Chadwick, you called this one. Kick it. What'd you say? Next time?
Fake that reverse.
Fake the reverse. There it is. He faked it. Everyone's head
Ooh,
turned.
look at that lane.
Look, gets the lane to the 40, to the 50, jumps over the kicker to the 45.
Hey.
Cooper.
And honestly, I know they're down big, but it's plays like that. Try to grab some of that momentum back, put it back on your side. Put a couple of positive plays together. And, honestly, if they can score a touchdown before halftime, I don't know who gets the ball right out of the half, but, carry that momentum into the locker room.
They do.
You could – okay, so Lubbock Cooper gets it?
Mm-hmm.
All right. Hey, you could be looking at back-to-back, 14 points here, and then now we're looking at – what is it? They'd be 31-17? That's a ball game.
You're within 2 scores.
Shoot, we saw it last night. At one point, the Vikings were beating the Steelers 29-0. That final score of that game was 36-28. You know what I'm saying? So
You never know.
Yep.
you never know.
Second half, especially this is the
I like
high school
it.
football
So
playoffs.
we'll see if there is a touchdown in their future, in their immediate future. Hopefully that is, because we want to see a good football game here. We want to see a good finish. Right now, 30, not so much. The score says 31-3, but it's that basketball 2-for-1. If they can manage to get on the scoreboard and not leave much time left for South Oak Cliff to kind of just let it ride into the half, well, and then there we are, Lubbock Cooper with an opportunity to get on the scoreboard in the second half, the opening possession there. Brand new ball game there, folks. So we'll kind of see how this one develops. We appreciate all you joining us here on COVER1 Live, here on www.sanangelolive.com. Matt Trammell, what are you looking at, checking out anything for us right now?
Yep. Let's go back down to Elgin, Texas. Mart has the football, and they are driving, but right here gets stopped. This is third down. Going to be short, 4th and 1, excuse me. This was third down. Going to bring up 4th and 1 for the Panthers.
I think this one here, let's defer to Chadwick. Chadwick, are you going for it here near midfield?
Tied 10-10.
How much time's left in the third quarter right now?
Not sure. Just know that there is time in the third.
Okay, so time in the third, 10-10 ball game. You're at midfield. No, you punt this ball. You try to pin them down at the 2-yard line now. Now it just becomes a game of field position. Force the other team to drive the ball 90-plus yards, you did good. I can see why you would go for it here, but, you don't need to. It's a tie ball game. You're not trying to play from behind. Your defense has been playing well all game, and you saw what just happened for Fall City, so punt this football,
All right, yep. That we will wait and see what happens next. All right. In the meantime, let's see. Let's step aside. Let's take a quick commercial break. When we return, we do have a development from Fall City. We developed some big developments from both games. In the meantime, we'll pay some bills around here. We'll be right back.
We know people in sales who tell their clients what they want to hear.
But at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Addresses Realtors, we're not driven by the end transaction. We want a lifelong relationship with our clients, which means sometimes we have to tell our clients what they need to hear. Our industry-leading team of real estate professionals is ready to help you find the home where you can enjoy life's biggest celebrations and smallest moments.
When you open the door to your first home or your forever home, we want to be there with you.
And while we may be a brand with international reach, we remain locally owned and committed to the San Angelo community.
Our company is built on the principles of trust, integrity, longevity, and stability.
At Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Addresses Realtors, we are honored to be your forever agents.
All right, welcome back. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services are proud presenting sponsor of San Angelo Central Bobcat highlights this entire season. Continued sponsor into the postseason. In the meantime, Matt Trammell is pretty much teeing up some Mart versus Fall City highlights. Trammell, what you got?
All right, remember, it's fourth down and 1. Not going to punt here, but pass. Catch it right on the sidelines. Drags his toes. Going to get the first. Mart continues to drive.
Okay. Fresh set of downs for the Panthers.
Roll out there. Finds your wide out right there on like a little comeback. Found him right there on the sidelines. Drags his feet right by the first down marker. First down and 10 for the Panthers.
So it looks like they did go for it there, right?
Yeah.
Got the pass and got it complete.
Man, they threw it on fourth one, too. That's
Yeah.
some stones on that coach.
That's for sure. Fresh set of downs for the Panthers right now as they're trying to, retake the lead. They took their first lead of the ball game, Curtis in a touchdown. They went up 7-3 or 7-0. I believe what was it, Trammell? I think it was their opening possession of the game.
No, it was the second possession.
Okay, so second possession of the game for the Panthers. Now it's all tied at 10 in the third quarter. Let's see. We're trying to see how much time is left. I'm not too sure. We'll see if we can't effort that. In the meantime, there are Trammell. If you want to, I think
it looks like 1:53 left in the third quarter.
Okay. Do we have that development there from?
I do. This is later in the drive.
Okay.
Ended up being a third down stop for the Beavers, which brought up fourth, which then brought out the field goal unit for the Panthers. Pretty far back there. Looks like they're at least a 25 where the holder is. Kick is up, far, and got the distance.
Plenty
got
of
there.
leg.
Man, he had like an extra 20 yards on that.
13-10. Panthers are up.
Okay, the field goals here. This is interesting. Haven't seen Class 2A kids kick the rock like that in a long time. Trammell, do you like what they're doing right there?
It's strange. It's very weird. But yeah, take the points. It doesn't seem like anyone's going to be able to score easily. So score when you can.
Chadwick, how about you?
I mean, like if you got a solid field goal kicker, like it's such a reassuring feeling because you only have to get so far. Even if your offense stalls out, shoot, it's like the Ravens having Justin Tucker. You just got to get to the 50. You can still kick one. Like you'd like to have 7 points there, but hey, I'll take 3 in a close ball game all day.
All right, so let's just go ahead and establish this right now.
He's at least like the 27.
Seeing this, do you think that there's a chance that we could see this game decided by a field goal?
I mean, you've seen multiple field goals in this game already, and considering how close it is, and like we got to be getting close to the fourth quarter at this point. So yeah, I could definitely see that.
Under a minute, I think.
Like you're seeing like strong defensive play this entire time. Like points are at a premium price right now. So
Or Fall City goes and scores a touchdown right here, and we end it 7-13. That's my guess.
Is that what you're saying, Trammell?
Yeah, I'll stick with that.
I'm saying 23-20.
What was that again?
I'm guessing 23-20.
23-20. You guys, you coming in with some hot takes here. Very close scores. Very close scores. I'll be the moderator of this too.
Moderator, now
Yeah.
you're gonna wait till there's like 10 seconds left. Be like, I think it's gonna end up like this.
Oh, you're right, Trammell. It is going to be 17.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, Trammell.
It's like I knew it the whole time.
All right, Trammell. What do you? I see multiple screens in your wheelhouse there. What are you looking at?
We got 25 seconds left in this Lubbock Cooper game. Can they score? That's been the big question. They haven't really been able to all day long. Right here, throws it, catches it, but just wrapped up right there.
Couldn't
They've
get out
got
of
the
bounds.
first. It was third down there.
And kept him in bounds.
Yep. So clock will still be running.
It looks like there's
30
less than
seconds
30
left.
seconds left. You got to get out of bounds in that situation. That's just football IQ right there.
Yeah, the defender kind of just having his way with them there, corralling them, wrangling
Pretty much
them
just
down.
grabbed him. I mean, didn't really have to tackle him. Just grabbed him, and everything just kind of
Yeah.
stopped.
Okay, so we'll kind of see how that transpires down the stretch there, as we are under a minute, under 30 seconds to go from Shotwell Stadium. And this one, I mean, it's what, score still 31-3?
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, no.
Trammell, I see your reaction there, which means we have to go back to Elgin, Texas. Let's keep that one up. Fall City versus Mart.
Here it is.
Baby.
The triple option. This time it's scary, though.
Oh!
You try to do the pitch, and it misses. It's a fumble. Mart has the football. Golly, that's not what you need right there. I mean, good read at first. Didn't see the corner drop. He could have almost just intercepted that thing. Going to be a turnover on downs for the Beavers.
Man, oh man. They were doing so, I mean, they were protecting the ball so well this entire game. Oh my goodness.
Had one fumble in the first half, but not like this one. This one was an unforced error. Just a bad read. Pitched it out to the wrong man. Should have maybe kept it himself.
Yeah, no, that's for sure. All right, Trammell, give me one more run of that, and I will blow up this next one here. Well, goodness gracious. So Falls City just gives it right back to Mart, and they're giving the Panthers some amazing field position. With that said, well, here come the Panthers here with the rock, looking to do something. Yeah, kind of fighting their way to the sticks. I'll kind of show you that right there. Look at that old lineman just pushing. They are at about, what, the 6 or the 7 yard line?
Around there. That's going to make it the end of the third quarter, though. Mart 13, Falls City 10.
Man, I would hope that turnover does not come back to bite them, but the way that looks, you never know what might happen there. All right, let's see. Let's go back to – are we ready to go back to Shotwell Stadium, Trammell?
Yep, 11 seconds left in this ball game. Quarterback's going to take the snaps, a pass. They got to get in there. Only 11 seconds. Throws it right there. Catches the slant to get it to about the 10-yard line. Timeout on the play. 6 seconds left.
And they're on the 10, yeah. So if you go fast, you could probably throw a fade and then –
Maybe you got 6 seconds left.
That's what I'm
saying.
saying.
Maybe if you want it, but at down 31-3,
yeah,
the field goal
you
kicker
have
is
to,
outside.
Yeah, I was about to say you have to try
Yeah.
for the end zone there, but like throw a fade to the back of the end zone, probably end up with 1 second left. Those plays inside the 10-yard line usually take about 5 seconds. So
yeah, 31-3, you don't kick a field goal.
Yeah, in fact, speaking of that, let's stick with this game here. Let's kind of show you. So this is, I guess, the end of half. Beautiful
there's the
ball.
fade.
Oh, man.
Nobody home.
I guess there was somebody supposed to go get that thing.
I mean,
Nobody wanted it.
It was a
Nobody was
good-looking
home.
ball. Good-looking ball. Right there.
Well, what was 20 doing? Look where he stops. He stops at like the 5-yard line. He doesn't even stop in the end zone.
I don't think that ball was to him. There was another receiver outside.
Yeah, there was probably somebody else looking to kind of track down.
Like,
track
you
that
see that on the outside right there?
Yeah, unfortunate. So,
Yeah, the inside receiver runs
okay,
a stop,
okay.
and then it was just a bad ball.
Lubbock Cooper is going to go into the half down 31-3. Don't know how they managed to put together a comeback. That's going to be very difficult for them. Nonetheless, we did show you just a crucial turnover from Falls City just a few moments ago. It was a pitch off the triple option, fumble in the backfield. Mart jumps on it. Speaking of that, Mart, well, with the rock now and looking to do something with it, Matt Trammell.
First play of the fourth quarter right here is a pass all the way, manned up on defense, and just threads the needle. Touchdown for the Panthers. They're going to go up, what is that?
20-10.
20-10.
Yep.
We're only scoring 10 points at a time.
No, see, this is what I was talking about now. Falls City is going to score a touchdown, and then they're going to play some good defense, and they're going to kick 2 field goals. It's going to be 23-20.
Yeah, Clydarian Campbell there, the senior running back, 5'9", buck 65. Yeah, he just kind of just finds a soft spot there. That looked like what, man-to-man coverage that they're rocking there?
All the way, all the way.
It usually means that they're trying to get some pressure.
All right, so it's now 20-10. Mart leading Falls City.
That kid never had a chance.
Yeah.
You look up here. This is where it is. Keep your eyes peeled. Just one, not even a move.
Yep.
Just a change of direction. And kid gets burned pretty bad.
Playing
on that one.
7-on-7 football. That's all they're playing right there.
And I completely am okay with playing man there, but if you're the safety and you're lined up with someone in man coverage, put your heels on the goal line there. So make him cross your face.
Yeah.
Like, don't get beat by a slant off the line of scrimmage, because that was just too easy.
Yep.
I say slant, more of a skinny post.
Yeah,
but whatever.
no,
Yeah.
You're exactly right there.
11 minutes and 48 seconds left in that fourth quarter. 20-10. Mart is up.
Well, I mean, Falls City, I mean, they just started the fourth quarter there. They got to get a touchdown. I think in my mind they got to get a touchdown on this next drive, because if Mart is allowed to get any more points, this thing, I think you can pretty much call it over. As good as they are defensively and as quickly as dominant as they have been on the offensive side of the football, Mart will just have their way. So the ball is in their court for the Falls City Beavers right now. They got to make something happen right now. Wouldn't you think so, Ryan Chadwick?
Yeah, I mean, they're at the point now where it's crunch time. It's fourth quarter, and you see these triple option teams who are put in this situation. This is when they really start to struggle, because your overall strategy didn't succeed. When you run the triple option, you want to control the clock. You want your offense to have the ball for most of the game, and you just want to pound the rock. By the time it gets to the fourth quarter, the other defense is tired, right? But now they're in a situation, down 10 points. They fumbled the ball in their last drive. They don't have any momentum. Now you got to try to start throwing the ball too. Like, there's still enough time left where you can still run your offense. Like, you can still just grind out the ball. But, I mean, it's a two-possession game. You got to go out there and produce on offense.
Okay. All righty. Matt Trammell, do we have anything to go to from Elgin, Texas?
Yep, Falls City has the football, and they are looking to put a drive. So here we go. We got everyone's lined up. Got somebody moving in the backfield. Just fakes the handoff. Going to be a pass. Oh, hits him in his hands, but cannot come up with it. Bring up 2nd and 10.
And this is exactly what I'm talking about. These teams that aren't used to throwing the ball. Now you got to throw the ball.
Now
it's what happens to those good wall teams every year.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Their hand is certainly forced to doing something of this nature here.
They're not just really quite used to doing it.
No, because and look at that quarterback. I mean, he's a big kid, and if you go back to that El Dorado game, I mean, it was a ground and pound type of game.
They just played keep away. Like,
Yeah.
that's when I say that their offensive strategy worked. They kept Covarrubias on that sideline the whole night.
Also, the guy's a lefty, just to throw that out there. Make it just a little extra harder.
Right.
Yeah.
Because then, when you're playing backyard catch with the boys, everyone's right-handed. And then,
I don't know what you're talking about, Trammell. I'm left-handed, so.
Hey, man, I always had an appreciation for the lefties from the Michael Vick experience.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was always fun
Michael
to watch.
Vick, Tua, I'm not even going to try. Tagovailoa.
Yeah, there you go.
Actually wasn't that
There
bad.
you go. All right. Matt Trammell, it looks
go
like
back.
let's go back to Elgin, Texas. This one heating up.
Yep, we're talking about the lefty. Here he is right here with a pitch out. Cutting it back.
Okay,
in,
cut back.
Finds some field, ends up getting caught, but that's about the 15-yard line. What a move. Hey, you fumbled the last time you ran that triple option, but don't go away from it. It always works. That's what your bread and butter is. Look at number 77 showing, hey, I'm down to get this thing going. Come on.
Yep.
Get up, buddy.
His running back is running out of gas there.
Clydarian Campbell kind of just tracked him down. My
Up
goodness.
the sideline. Look at that cut. Big boy put it on a horse, but hey, we get all the way to the 15-yard line. I like the way he picks his guy up at the end. It's not like a helping hand. It's like, dude,
He's like,
get
get
up.
up. God, don't lay there.
Come on, do something.
It's like you literally have to do this again the very next play.
Yeah.
All right, let's kind of stick with this drive here. So here we have Falls City with the rock, following that big play, and trying to do something, going back to the ground and pound, finding a little
like
breathing room
3
here.
yards?
Yeah, that's kind of what they're doing right now. They're going back to that. All right, so Trammell's waving me down. Tell me to go to this one here. What you got, Trammell?
Here's the next play. We're talking about that big quarterback, and here he is. Quarterback keeper.
Uh-oh.
That's a touchdown.
Touchdown, Falls City.
And this game's
This thing
not
is
over
not
yet.
over at all.
Okay, so
Extra
back to a
point
game?
is good. That's going to make it 20-17. This fourth quarter is getting interesting.
And I just want a big shout out F in the chat for Trammell's prediction.
Oh, yeah, it was awful. I thought this thing was over. We still got a lot more excitement to get.
Yeah, we're far from over there. Far from over, gentlemen. Yeah, I would have thought the same thing. But
10:30 left.
10:30 left in the fourth quarter of play. Mart leading Falls City 20-17. Gentlemen, there's still a lot of football to be had here in the fourth quarter. So this one far from over. In the meantime, before I know Trammell's kind of queuing up some scores. Before we do that, let's pay some bills around here. Let's get to some. We'll get to a few commercial breaks. After that, we'll break down some of the scores and kind of see how this Mart Falls City game is going to be developing. We'll be back.
Whether it's a handyman's dream, a dream home, or perhaps a home on the range, Deersky & Deersky can help you find or sell your next home. After all, everything we touch turns to sold. Deersky & Deersky Realtors, the real estate professionals of Texas.
La Esperanza Chadburn Clinic is here to serve you, providing behavioral health services, adult primary health care, along with school and employment physicals, and so much more. La Esperanza Chadburn Clinic, located at 1610 South Chadburn, offers extended hours Monday through Thursday and Saturday clinic hours from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m.
For over 70 years, W&W AFCO Steel has fabricated the steel to frame some of the most iconic structures nationwide. From Soldier Field in Chicago to Cal Field, home of the Texas A&M Fighting Aggies and College Station, what begins in San Angelo is impacting America.
All right, welcome back to the broadcast here. We're proud presenting sponsors there of our COVER1 live show only on SanAngeloLive.com. I'm Manny Diaz, alongside Matt Trammell and Ryan Chadwick. We are bringing you the goods of the Texas high school football state semifinal round. One round away from the state championship next week in Jerry World. Matt Trammell, I see you kind of checking out some scores. What you got?
All right, so we're going to go through this list. Of course, the 2A Division II game of the night, Martin Falls City going right down the wire, fourth quarter score of 20-17. 3A Division II, one side of the bracket, we got Wascom and Franklin. Franklin's up 20-14. On the other side, we got Lubbock, Roosevelt, and Gunter. They're playing down at, what is that, ACU's field down there, Anthony Field. Lubbock, Roosevelt, and Gunter was close. Now it's kind of getting blown out. Gunter 40, Lubbock, Roosevelt 12. 4A Division II, Gilmer and Salinas. Salinas still not on the board. 14-0, Gilmer's up. That's a third quarter score. Also third quarter, China Springs and Cuero, the other side of 4A Division II. China Springs is up 34-3. 4A Division I halftime score. Stephenville's up 24-21 against Wichita Falls. Hershey going down to the wire. Another halftime, 5A Division II, South Oak Cliff and Lubbock Cooper 31-3. And on the other side of the bracket, Liberty Hill is up big against Crosby 21-0. Looks like we're going to have a battle of two powerhouses in that 5A Division II. 5A Division I, Mansfield Summit versus College Station. College Station is up 21-14, but they were up a lot bigger than that earlier, so watch out for that one, fourth quarter score. Halftime, Katy Patillo versus Corpus Christi Flower Bluff. 52-7. Manny. Huge blowout for Katy Pateau. Last night we had Mount Vernon and Brock. That one went down to the wire. Brock barely squeezed by 35-28. That was an overtime score. Other side of the bracket for 3A Division I, Lorena and Lago Vista, 55-17. Lorena wins. 2A Division I, Marlin and Holly. West Texas School's going to get in, Manny. Holly,
Bearcats, baby.
19-12. Timpson and Shiner. That's the other side of 2A Division I. Shiner 35, Timpson 28. Another tight one there. And the last, but certainly not least, 2A Division II, Stratford and Albany. Stratford wins 35-14.
Man, oh man. All right, so good stuff there, Trammell. All of our scores proudly presented by Deersky and Deersky, the real estate professionals of Texas. And probably, I think one of the next, Trammell and I, along with James Bellini, will be at Jerry World next week for a game on Wednesday, and then for the games on Thursday. And I think on that list, I think one that I'm really looking forward to is seeing Holly and Shiner in that particular ball game, Class 2A Division I state championship game. Shiner, the Comanches, these guys, the Brooks brothers, these guys look like the real deal Holyfields. I don't know who can stop them. Maybe it is the Holly Bearcats, but if those guys can manage to do so, that would probably be the upset of the entire state championships there in Arlington, just because of how dominant Shiner has been this entire season. So that's my take on that. Hopefully we get some good football there. Trammell, anything? I saw what you're looking at.
Yeah.
Okay. Hey, do we care to see it?
I think so. I think this is awesome. South Oak Cliff. We got to get a little halftime action in here, Manny. They got some. They're putting on a show down there at halftime. Look at this. Hey yo.
The showmanship there, Trammell. Look at that.
Hey. The drum majors for the South Oak Cliff Golden Bears. They're getting it. Look like more like what is it? North Carolina AT&T.
Yeah.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about. A little drumline action, a little reference if y'all didn't catch that one.
Where's Nick Cannon when you need him?
That's right. Let's get it.
I tell you, that's you can probably put him on the football. I mean, you can probably put him up in some pads. The dude's probably doing the same damn thing.
Well, he's probably quick enough. Look at
flexibility of that cat right there, man.
Actually, the stability of that hat.
I love it, man. I love it. The showmanship of the South Oak Cliff Golden Bear Band. I bet they truly are a treat to listen to.
Well, I guarantee you this, Manny. This is a better show than we're actually getting on the field.
Yeah, no, that is 100% true there. All right, let's come back to the desk here. A little halftime fun from Shotwell Stadium because, well, not too much going on that is fun to watch between Lubbock Cooper and South Oak Cliff as the Golden Bears lead the Pirates 31-3 there at the break. Matt Trammell, I see that you're watching a little Mart. You're watching some Mart action coming down the pipeline. Do we care to go back to Elgin?
Yeah, it looks like it's third down and not goal, but just about for the Mart Panthers here. It's going to be a struggle to get to that first down stick. Looks for a pass, rolls out to his left, tucks it, dumps it. Looks like it was good, but it may have been past the line of scrimmage
here. It looks
here.
like it was past the line of scrimmage.
They're going to call the pass incomplete after flags. Not sure what the final thing here is, but it may bring up fourth down.
Yeah, for sure. Look at that. I mean, he's probably at least 2 yards in front of the line of scrimmage there.
Hey, sometimes you just got to try to make that play.
I mean, you're getting crafty. Yeah. Why not?
This is the playoffs right here. If you feel like it's open, throw it. Maybe they miss it, you know? You never know.
It's like the old Mike Vick, Vince Young type of play. You know, it's like although they're like 10 yards in front of the line of scrimmage, and they're just faking the pass, like they're doing something like that, and everybody just bites on it, and it's like, okay.
I will say though, Manny, you got to appeal to the younger generation. Now it's more of the Lamar Jackson.
Okay. See, that's
or the
showing
Jalen
my age.
Hurts. You know?
Can I say the quarterback that's on my team that hasn't played all year?
Yeah, who's that guy, Trammell?
I don't know if his name's allowed on air.
Are the Houston Texans even loud on the air anywhere?
Actually, no, they're not. I haven't actually seen them play in about 3 weeks because CBS decides to have like the Steelers instead.
They have the
of,
black. They black them out.
I'm not gonna lie to you, Trammell. I know your favorite team, but I have been watching them all year, and it's not worth it.
You know what? I was just trying to watch, Texans Jets, and somehow they just didn't think that was good television. I thought that was going to be a great game.
Hey.
Texans Jets, come on. Worst 2 teams in the league.
Yeah, it's
Gotta
it's
be
the
for
battle
some
of
good
the
football.
least, right?
Yeah, we could gotta be some
Evenly
pretty good
matched
football.
teams.
Why not? Why the heck not? All right. In the meantime, looks like there are some developments from Elgin, Texas. Trammell, why don't you?
This has been the game of field goals, guys, and it's 2A Division II football, so we can just kind of preface that you can't rely on that to win a football game in this way. Here is a reason why. Yeah, he may be good sometimes, but every once in a while, you'll miss it right. No good. Mart 20 to Falls City 17, which would have made almost Ryan Chadwick's score.
Okay.
So now Fall City's just got to go and score with time expiring and don't kick that extra point.
Yeah, there it is. That could happen. We'll see.
How much time is left in this one? Do we know, Trammell?
I believe
7:39.
7:39. Yes, yes.
Man, this game coming down to the wire. Okay. Let's come back to the desk here and let's kind of dissect this one here. So I'll start with you, Chadwick. Falls City, these guys, do you think they have what it takes to regain the lead and hold on for the win here?
Well, I mean, they've proven that they belong here, right? They've proven that they can score. I mean, shoot, their defense just got another stop. Like, it don't matter if it was a missed field goal, it's a stop, right? And so they're still on a 7-0 run. I don't see why they couldn't retake the lead.
I'm with you on that. Trammell, your thoughts?
No.
Or is Mart, or they head back to Jerry World?
You never know. I mean, they had the experience how to get there. Yeah, they missed the field goal, but they're going to get the ball, and they're going to have to go 80-something yards down the field. It's a long wait, especially for a team that's already turned the ball over twice while running the triple option. They're probably going to run it all the way down there. They just got stopped. Well, we'll just have to wait and see.
All right.
I'm not gonna lie though, this is like best case scenario here for Falls City because there's 7 and some
Absolutely.
change left in the game, right? So you go on a 7 and some change drive, you punch that in the end zone with no time left on the clock, you got your ticket punched at Jerry World.
You can at least just try to get to the 20-yard line by 6 minutes, so you can kick the field goal to tie it. We can get overtime
It don't even got to
football.
be 6
'Cause
minutes to
here's,
shoot.
Here's my thinking. This Lubbock Cooper game is so terrible, and we're going to have to sit through it the whole time that we need overtime football in Elgin.
Right, so we can
That
keep
way we
talking
can keep
about
talking
it.
about something interesting.
Speaking of
yeah.
which, have we even kicked off? Or is it
No,
still
that
No,
was-
halftime?
that's what we saw.
Yeah.
So did the game
Dance.
start late?
No, they had a 7:30 kickoff.
Oh, 7:30 kickoff. Okay, I was
Yeah,
like, it's like
that
9
one.
o'clock.
The game in Elgin was a 7 o'clock kick. The other one 7:30.
Of
in
course,
Abilene.
also more scores and different kinds of offense. This other game started at 7, and they run the triple option.
Yeah. So I mean, both of these teams are just run-heavy teams. Probably Falls City is considered more to be more the run-heavy just because of what they do. But I guess that's my question for you, Chadwick. I mean, do you think Falls City that they adjust any of this game plan, or do you think they continue to run the football?
Like I said, you got 7 and some change. You run your offense. Like, you have time. Like I said, best case scenario, 13-plus play drive, 10-plus play drive. Just grind that ball down there, get the clock all the way down. You punch that in the end zone with time expiring, you win. Like, it's almost like they have the lead and they're going for it. They're not flush for time. They're not being pressured by being down big. Like, if anything, you just got to get in field goal range. So just run your offense. Do what you're best at.
Okay, all right. I feel you on that. I think I can I can agree with that. That sounds like a good philosophy to have down the stretch here. So it's 20-17 from Elgin, Texas. Mart leading Falls City. Trammell, are we seeing any developments there?
It's third down, Manny. It's about 3rd and 5 already. So the Tampa defense is showing up. But Beavers are not going to quit, especially that big quarterback we were talking about. Here it is. Fake the handoff. Jump over the guys to get the first down.
Yep, and see, the clock stops to let you get back in the huddle. You can just call another play. You just keep running your offense. And look, there's already, 4 plays down. The clock's probably running. Now you're close to midfield, and you're just grinding away. Control the rest of the game. Do not give the ball back to the other team. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so Falls City just playing their game right now. They're not so nobody's hovering. Nobody appears to be hovering over that panic button by any stretch of the imagination.
Like you've played a solid game. Your offense did its job on the last drive. You scored quick. You put yourself in this position to where you can control your own destiny. Come down to the wire here.
Okay. All right, let's come back to the desk as we wait to see kind of what happens in this drive here, because Falls City doing some interesting things to the tune of, their own ground and pound attack, just keeping things afloat at this point. And like we said, nobody seems to be hovering over that hypothetical panic button as we're, what do you think, gentlemen? We're under 5 minutes at least?
Oh, it has to be. They've already moved the chains once and maybe twice now. So
yeah,
definitely.
All right, well, let's go back to Elgin, Texas.
Actually, I can bring it here, and I can tell you the time. So right here, another run by the quarterback, and he's going to barrel through. This was 2nd and 1, going to get the first down. Right now, there is 2 minutes and 56 seconds left in this football game, guys.
Okay. And what that's what I'm telling you. Like, you just keep grinding that out. You're already at the 30-yard line. Yeah, like now you might not let the clock go all the way down to 0 before you snap it, but you still can snap the ball with about 10 to 12 seconds left on that play clock. You're still keeping the clock moving. The game's grinding away. And if you keep just getting these first downs, you like even if it's like a 2nd and 1 situation, so like they're obviously having success. Bring it home. That's all I got to say. Bring it home.
Right there. It's right there.
Yep. All right, so it looks like what do we bring? What's that making? What's coming up the pike there, Trammell? What is it? What down in distance are we working with right now?
That made it the first down. We'll have to look and see what we're at after that.
Okay. Do we go? You want to go back to Elgin here?
Not yet. Give me a second.
Okay, so we're seeing right now. If you're just joining us here on COVER1 Live, it is Mart 20, Falls City 17. Falls City has possession of the football. They're moving the rock. They're on Mart's side of the field with 2:56 to play in this ball game. So they're not, they are within striking distance of getting in the end zone right now, or at least getting some points on the board. Let's go back to Elgin, Texas. Matt Trammell dialing things up for us here. Trammell, what you got?
I heard a reaction.
Beavers ball right here. It is 3rd down, Manny. 3rd and 7. Hit him with a triple option. He thinks he has the first, but guess what? They're going to mark him short. 4th and 1.
4th and 1.
4th and 1 at what is that?
That's at like the
26.
Yeah, they're probably close to about the 30-yard line.
The sticks are probably at the 30, and he's probably at the 31, probably 30 and a half.
All right,
I
Trammell,
swear, didn't we just
that.
see them at the 30?
What's that?
Didn't we just see them at the 30?
It just seems like it.
Okay.
it's being shot on the ground, so you're seeing the ground
That's
level.
true.
All right, Trammell, so let's take one last look at that. So that makes it 4th and 1. Let's actually take a look and see what happened on 4th down. Falls City with the rock.
QB sneak, maybe?
They go for it.
They
get it. Look at this. Standing them up.
1:39 left in this football game, guys.
And they got the ball in about the 27, 26?
Yeah, they're Monster Meadows about the 27.
But at this point, you got to start thinking about time on yourself. 1:39. Do you think that they can get in there?
Well, it just depends on if you have timeouts left. Keep running your offense.
They've used one for sure. They used one right before this. They used this one on this 4th down. So I'm going to guess they have 2 left.
If they have 2 timeouts left, keep running your offense.
Okay, so there we are with that. So it is a fresh set of downs we're under the 2-minute mark for for Falls City and Mart right now. Right now it is Mart just hanging by a thread. 20-17 leading Falls City right now. But it appears that the Beavers are on the move here, and these guys just keep on willing their way closer and closer to the end zone. Matt Trammell, what are you what are you watching there?
Watching them just run the offense. This is what they've done all night long. Just another triple option here, and he waits this time. Waits, and then he pitches it. Gonna only get 3 yards, but gets out of bounds.
Save those
timeouts. It's gonna be 2nd and 7.
All right, so these guys just kind of just taking what the defense gives them at this point here. All right, Trammell, let's look at this one more time. So gain of 3 right there. Nothing too shabby.
And hey, and like I said before, you've put yourself in a position to go win the game, right? Worst case scenario here, you're running out of time. You're on the 15. You can still kick a field goal here to tie the game and send it to overtime. So
yeah, and
Falls City is in the best place that they could be right now.
With the rock again, continuing to move it, and look at here, these guys just willing. I mean, these fellas, they are getting closer and closer. Do you think they attempt a pass at any point in this drive?
It's not looking like it, Manny. That quarterback just barreled his way all the way through there. 3rd down and 2 on the 22nd yard line. So not even inside the 20 yet. So I wouldn't say field goal is for certain here, because we just saw on the other side the Panthers missed that last one.
Okay. All right. So we'll see how this develops here. I mean, we are I would think it's safe to say that we're under a minute left in this ball game here, as it is 20-17 Mart leading Falls City. In Falls City, about the 22-yard line, 3rd and 2. So these guys, they're continuing to move the football. Oh my gosh! You see that last thing, Trammell?
Yeah, I think we got an update. It's give me a second though. We got to stall a little bit.
Okay. All right, so we'll stall that. We're not going to break that one to you just yet.
But just know there's big things on the way.
Okay. All right. So in the meantime, we will take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we will show you, well,
the conclusion
of this game, because it is a good one. Stick with us.
Whether it's a handyman's dream, a dream home, or perhaps a home on the range, Deerski and Deerski can help you find or sell your next home. After all, everything we touch turns to sold. Deerski and Deerski Realtors, the real estate professionals of Texas.
All right, here it is. This may be the game-winning play for the Falls City Beavers. Fullback runs right up the middle on a seam, unnoticed. Touchdown. Beavers are up in the ball game for the first time with a minute left in the game.
My goodness, right up the seam. We were just talking about this during the commercial break. The fact that Falls City was just running the football, do you think they just kind of baited them for this play right here?
Yes.
I would
I
say
do.
Absolutely.
What did I say from the beginning of this drive, Manny? Like, you got 7 and some change. You run that ball. You grind the rock. You pound it. They knew that run was coming, and that's the perfect time to pull a play action pass like that.
You see him right here. It's just his fullback sitting back here in the backfield. Just waiting. Things are going to look like they're happening, and he's going to run untouched, unnoticed.
Yep, the entire defense crashed down, and so that's what happens when you run the ball successfully. It creates opportunities like this. That defense starts inching down. They know time's getting close to expiring. You know, it's 3rd and 2. Like, if they can get this stop, it's over, and they leave the fullback alone, you know?
So 24-20, Falls City leading Mart with 39 seconds left in this ball game, gentlemen. My goodness.
Watch the two safeties. One of them's at the 5 yard, at 5 yards off the line of scrimmage at one point.
Banking on the run.
They did it.
Banking on the run. I tell you what, Falls City, that coaching staff, the offensive coordinator right there, man, what a fantastic job. That dude has some serious ice in his veins to continue to call the game that he has, certainly in this drive and most definitely in the second half. They didn't veer away from anything that they like to do that they do best. They just kept trucking, running the football, baiting Mart for this final play. Wow.
So that makes it what?
24 to 20.
24 to 20.
24 to 20.
39 ticks left in this ball game.
So, and because the extra point was good, Mart's got to go score a touchdown.
Yep. They need a touchdown. No field goal.
In just case anyone was wondering, the Lubbock Cooper second half was started.
Yeah, in case we needed to know that one. I think that one's...
I don't know what you're talking about. We're about to see the greatest comeback of all time.
I'm ready.
Here it
It's
comes.
the final countdown.
Right?
I'm in.
Give us something to talk about here.
Just a heads up, there's 39 seconds left in the game.
Okay.
So,
I mean,
if there is, it might be one of the greatest in high school football history.
perhaps this is maybe a Cal Stanford type of thing. Do we see any of this?
And I almost guarantee you that Mart still has their timeouts, too.
Yes. Everyone has, well, they have 3 and Fall City has 2.
Okay. So, wow. So, I mean, even if we see right now it's already a really great finish, but it can only get better. What we will see here in the next 39 seconds will likely be icing on the cake. Wow. I mean, we're setting this thing up to be a very good finish here from Elgin, Texas, 24 to 20. Fall City taking the lead in this one, their first lead of the ball game. They managed to tie it up in the what was it, the late second half, or early moments of the second half. So here we are. We are in for a good finish here. Mart trying to get back to the state title game, down 24-20. They need a touchdown to stay in this one if they want to have a chance. Trammell, do we care to go back to Elgin?
Yeah, let's see what's going on. They got to throw the football. Here it is. Here's one try, just a pass out there, incomplete though. Good defense there by the Beavers.
Okay. All right. So I tell you what, if you hold on to that there, I'll call that one. We'll take one last look at that. All right. So here we are. Mart still trying to do something, trying to make it interesting. Incomplete again. Run it back.
It's going to be 3rd down and 10. 6 seconds left, so Hail Mary time.
You think so? Oh, yeah, that is for sure. One last look at that. Incomplete. All right, so 24-20. It is Fall City looking to get to the title game. Gentlemen, I think we could be getting closer and closer to seeing that. 6 seconds left in this ball game. 24-20, Fall City leading Mart, the defending Class 2A Division II state semifinalists from a year ago.
Excuse me on that one. It wasn't 6 seconds left. There was actually more. This next play I'm going to show you after this play, there's 6 seconds left.
Okay, so we'll tune this one up here. Trammell, let's go back to Elgin, Texas.
It's the Hail Mary. They had to call it. Except for nobody was open down the field. Just does a little check down there to not get sacked. Going to run out of bounds at about the 50-yard line. Actually, he's going to cross midfield. He's at the 45.
Hey, it puts you in perfect position for that heave.
That one last heave. 6 seconds left.
6 seconds right there. 6 seconds
What
right there.
do you try? Reverse? Hail Mary? What? Hook and ladder? Do you try something tricky?
I mean, if the quarterback's got the arm for it, you heave it.
You just throw it and hope something happens?
Yeah.
I mean, you could put something together here, but you're on the 48. You know, like it's going to get defended at some point. So, like, you can't really go wrong here. If you pull something out of the hat, this would be the time to do it too. But
what about the old trickery? Just keep dishing it to the next person
right.
to see.
Some backyard football action.
Some real backyard.
Yeah, I think that's probably
going back to football's roots. Have the rugby going on.
I think that's probably what we're going to have to see in order for Mart to pull out a dub tonight.
I don't think this kid's got that arm,
Yeah.
Hey, prove me
That's
wrong.
50,
long.
48 yards. That's a throw.
That's a long throw for a high school kid like that.
There
yeah.
was a kid, though, in 2A Division II that I've seen make that throw. He got beat by Falls City last week. Poor. That was crazy.
Oh yeah, that's for sure.
Was that last week? That was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago.
Man,
yeah.
you see how much this is just like running together.
Yeah, these games they have a tendency to do that. So we are getting word from Elgin, Texas. Falls City, your winner tonight, 24-20, knocking off the Mart Panthers tonight in Elgin, Texas. So now it was done on
That's an interception.
an interception as time ran out. So it looks like they
Went
did
for the Hail
attempt the
Mary.
long heave, the Hail Mary. So that's what happened in that one. So now that sets up next week. Falls City v. Stratford. So Central Texas versus the Panhandle. Do we still call them West Texas at that point? Call them the Panhandle.
Who's that?
Stratford.
I don't know what that is, man.
That's up
In
in the
between.
Panhandle, Amarillo.
Yeah.
I think they're
Amarillo
more
and Lubbock.
That's going to be a good game. Stratford, they have, I think they're historically a ground and pound type of team. Falls City, I mean, we've seen that. I mean, that's going to be a very physical matchup there. That is your that's your 11 a.m. game on Wednesday to start the festivities there at Jerry World, the Class 2A Division II state title game. That's going to be a good finish. That's going to be a great game if both teams live up to the hype there. So, in the meantime, Trammell, we got to finish this thing out with Lubbock Cooper.
Yep.
What do you got?
Third quarter's already moving. Third down. Third and 8 for the Pirates. But this is not a shocker either. The quarterback is a runner right here. Puts his head down and gets all 8 of them and then a little more. First down and 10 for the Pirates.
Looks like they're approaching that 20-yard line, too.
Things may be turning around.
Okay, Chadwick, let me direct this question to you. So, I mean, based on all what's transpired here, down 31-3, is there a chance?
They can't allow big plays to happen. It's honestly what's gotten them in this game. It's the old central Bobcat conundrum with me. You can stay in the game, your offense can be humming, and then you just give a big play after big play after big play, and you don't play defense, and then all of a sudden you're down by 40 points, right? So you lock down, you bottle up, you don't allow the big play, and then on the offense side of the ball, you do what we just saw there. You have to move the ball. Spread them out. I don't care if you got to sling it. I don't care if you run the ball, but just find a way to get into the end zone. Because like Trammell said right before the half, like we don't kick field goals anymore. There's no point.
Yeah.
So it's a small chance, but like at the end of the day, Oak Cliff, they scored 4 touchdowns and a half. So yeah, theoretically, so could Cooper, right?
Yep. Okay, so Matt Trammell, I'm not sure how this one. Oh, okay. I think what we're getting ready to show you is how Falls City Mart ended. Here, get your popcorn ready because this one was a pretty good finish. There was 6 seconds left in that one as it ended, and here we go. Falls City v. Mart from Elgin, Texas. Final play of the game right here.
Chunk it up. Somebody caught it. It was a
Just
Beaver.
the wrong team.
Yep.
Yep.
Kid in the wrong color uni.
Ends the game. Falls City. What a battle all the way down to the end. They win this thing 24-20.
Yeah, that is a fantastic finish. Based on pretty much like how Mart has just been so dominant this entire season, they finally met their match. And it was this very round last year that I want to say that Mart kind of just had their way with Falls City in the state semifinal round a year ago. And I'm going to look for that final score there. I know it was. I know it wasn't. Yeah, it was 48-21. Mart just dominated Falls City last season, and here we go. Falls City kind of just getting the best of the Panthers tonight.
Well, I mean, it could have been a situation like that Brock Jim Ned game where they had that game circled on this calendar all year.
Yep.
They knew it was going to come, and so they were ready for it. But what a game.
Yeah.
What a game. You don't usually see games like this at the high school level, right? like just back and forth. No team loses hope. No team loses heart. They keep playing hard at the very end. And I mean, you can say that Mart needed to play a little bit better coverage on that play, but like they were selling out. Like Fall City was moving the ball. They were doing their jobs. Like time was running out, So like what an incredible finish, and good luck to Fall City in the state game.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right. In the meantime, let's go back to Shotwell Stadium, South Oak Cliff, Lubbock Cooper. Now we were talking about they can't make mistakes. Whoop. Well,
yeah, throwing a double coverage there. I guess he saw that because they're playing zone right here. You can see that the corner peels off.
But he got confused with this linebacker because this linebacker almost looks like he's in a man, but really he just has this right here in this cover too.
Yep.
So that guy comes here, he drops in that, he's got the flat.
Defensively, yeah, that's a fantastic play, a heads-up play right there.
Third down and 4. That was third down and 14.
Yikes.
Still 7 minutes to go in the third quarter.
Yep. So, man, this one, we saw a great finish. I'm not sure if Lubbock Cooper has what it takes has anything left in the tank. I'm sure they have what it takes, but
well, let's see how their defense plays in this next round.
Defensively, I mean, they've got to get a stop.
Because what they actually meant was to throw that so they can get a pick six on this next play. And
okay.
I'm kidding.
I mean, why the heck not, All right, so in the meantime, so it is 31-3. South Oak Cliff leading Lubbock Cooper, and we're right about the 6-minute mark there from Shotwell Stadium. South Oak Cliff has the rock, looking to do more damage, if you will. I tell you what, if they can manage to get into the end zone one more time, that could be the sunrise on Dracula coming from there, because they're probably done, at that point. So. Here we go. Let's take a look at the development from Shotwell Stadium.
First down and 10 here. Just hand it off inside zone. Man, tons of people making plays, but too bad it's just 8 yards down the field. It's going to bring up 2nd and 2.
2nd and 2. South Oak Cliff moving the rock. And, you best believe that these guys are probably just going to just take their time, eat the clock. These guys are probably in no hurry to do much of anything else.
Oh, yeah. I mean, look at that. There's already less than 6 minutes left when they intercepted that ball. They were still, 7.5?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, something like that.
Yep.
But at this point, in games that are this far apart, as a team that's up big, if you're in no danger of losing, pound the rock, send those guys home. You know what I mean? It's been a great season for Lubbock Cooper, and if they do end up losing this game, then hats off still to them. They've made it this far. They made it as far as the other Lubbock school. You know what I mean? But they did better than their 5 and 6A counterparts. So.
Right.
Can't hang their head. I mean, I know it's not the result that you would want if they do go down here, but hey, state semis is still the state semis.
Sure.
So third down, guys. It's going to be 3rd and 2. Let's see what happens here. The Pirates can get a stop near that midfield line. Just a handoff to the running back, and he goes nowhere.
He does get stuffed. There we go.
4th and 2. Maybe what they need.
Okay, so we'll kind of see what. Do we think? Do we see maybe
a punt team? Heck no. This thing is just. This thing's such a blowout at this point that if this Oak Cliff team wants to, they can pick up those 2 yards. I think pretty easily.
Okay, back to the desk. Trammell is kind of just loading this thing up. We'll go back to.
Here's the 4th down right here. A little shift on the defensive line. Quarterback's going to take it, roll out to his right, and find a man. Coaches say that's no catch, but it looks like the refs say otherwise. Almost like it almost hit the ground, but didn't. First down. That was a 4th down conversion on that one, guys.
So South Oak Cliff, I'll tell you, these guys, what a catch right there. I mean, we really don't have a solid look at that to make the judgment on that. Obviously, that referee, he's right there.
I don't know, though. Look how he's looking up at the ref whenever he gets up. Man, I don't know. He might have known in his heart that ball hit the ground.
The ref might have looked at that score and said, well, if he goes there, then the clock keeps running. I got to go. I got to go home.
Yeah, all right.
Oh, that's first down for South Oak Cliff.
31-3 still for the Golden Bears. Is they how much time? We're working with about 2:43.
Yeah, they're running this third quarter out.
Yeah, this and we still have one more quarter to go. You would think that things you would think if they can get in the end zone, you're calling it good at that point. Nonetheless, Trammell, do we care to go back to Shotwell Stadium?
Yeah, I got a third down alert, actually.
Good.
So right after getting that, they got stuff. This is a 3rd and 5 play here. Looking to pass it. Complete. But he steps out back there. Right where he caught the football. Going to bring up 4th down again.
Oh, so he was out as soon as he touched it. Okay.
Yeah, they're calling him there.
Okay, so
Another
time.
4th down situation.
Kind of slow it down a little bit, and you can kind of see, boom, right there. And then you see that ref initially just walk and say, hey, that guy's not doing this. Actually thinking they may have called it incomplete. I'd have to look.
Okay, so looking at what? Another 4th and 3 coming
catch
up?
made, but short, 4th and 3.
Yeah, Mosser Meadows.
Hey,
one of those.
but hey, like look at Lubbock Cooper. They're still playing hard, right? Like that defense is still stepping up. Like I know they've allowed a bunch of points in the first half, but if they get a stop right here, I mean, who knows? I'm not saying Lubbock Cooper can win, but let's make it a little more respectable. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm in. All right, so guys, this one's called a bonk, if I've ever seen one. Quarterback takes the snap. This is 4th and 3rd. Finds his man, but bonk right off the helmet, through his hands, right off that big old white dome piece.
Oh, threw a little bit behind him.
That's a turnover on downs. Lubbock Cooper's going to take over the football.
There we go.
Yeah, you would have thought maybe he holds on to that. He keeps the football. He can probably go for a few more yards.
Okay, but let's look at that scoreboard in the background. You see that clock? That drive took like 6 minutes off the clock, and they weren't even near the end zone. They're really taking their time.
Well, probably want to go home. It's kind of a far drive from Abilene.
Hey, 2 hours. 2 hours, Trammell.
Oh, man. All right, so good stuff there. Thank you, Matt Trammell.
I say that. Is South Oak Cliff in the Dallas area?
Yeah, they are. They are Dallas. Yeah. All right, so we are seeing Lubbock Cooper with the football here. I mean, are we even saying at this point if Lubbock Cooper has a chance? I mean, are we almost calling him? We're almost calling him done at this point.
I mean, they're basically gonna have to score 4 touchdowns in 1 quarter. Wow, like it's not impossible; it's very improbable.
Yeah, because they're gonna run that football. They're gonna run that football, and they're gonna have to maybe cause a fumble or something.
Yeah,
but what they really need to do is they got to score on defense.
Well, I mean, and
Maybe
as
a
we've
punt
seen,
return.
like Cooper hasn't had any success through the air, so like their entire offense has been their quarterback running the ball, you know. So like you can't keep doing that and expect to catch up. But I mean, you put one drive together, you get a stop, you put another drive together, then maybe you get a turnover. Like, you know what I mean? Like crazier stuff has happened in football, but
It's kind of far out there. Here we go. 1st down and 10, looking to pass, rolling out, but he's going to get swallowed up in the backfield. It's going to be a sack.
and that's kind of what I mean. Like the South, what is it? Oak Cliff. They're so athletic. Like no one's open. Like look at that. 20's covered, 22's covered, outside receivers covered, across the middle, yep, covered. Yep, nowhere to go with the ball. That's a coverage sack right there, Manny.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, that's a coverage sack if we've seen one. That's for sure. South Oak Cliff defense, these guys so quick, so fast. And you could tell this group came in extremely prepared. I mean, athleticism, it's one thing to have that, but to have the knowledge of that Lubbock Cooper offense and what they're capable of, I mean, these guys, solid game plan. Solid game plan.
And when you talk about, man, you remember at the beginning of this game, you were talking about the Hogs and how this Lubbock Cooper offensive line was doing good. Look at this left side just getting completely blown up right
Oh,
here.
yeah, look at that.
Back. That's what
Into
broke
the
pocket,
quarterback,
and
yep.
then that's the kid that goes and makes the sack.
Just bull rushed right there.
That's a weight room moment.
Yeah.
That's one of those in the off season. Man, maybe I shouldn't have skipped that set of squats. You know.
Yep, bull rush all the way to the
straight
quarterback.
up. And when you stand straight up, you go straight backwards.
Yep. No kick out or nothing. That's what happens.
So there's a look at that there. I would assume we're probably very, very close. Well, they're to the end of this third quarter of play here. Looks like Lubbock Cooper, they are just trying to save face at this point. Meantime, let's go back to Shotwell Stadium and see.
This will be the last play of the third quarter right here. Just a little throwback screen. Going to get the first down. This first down as well. So just moving the chains on this one.
I mean, honestly, though, this actually isn't a bad play call by the offensive coordinator. Your offensive line is tired. They're getting blown up. It's allowing the defense to just pin their ears back and just come after the quarterback because they know they're going to pass the ball. So, I mean, make them pay. Set up a couple screens. Get a couple easy first downs. Make the defensive line not as gung-ho to come after the quarterback, and then that's when you can have your longer developing plays downfield. That's where you can run the deep post, the fade, the corner routes, the deep crosses, stuff like that, where you can really start gaining some yardage. And not only that, these short screen passes are going to build some confidence in your quarterback. You know, get a couple completions, be like, okay, yeah, maybe I can do this. You know what I mean?
And he's not on his back.
Nope, he's not on his back. He's not running for his life either.
Alrighty, so that is the official end of the third quarter of play. We are now putting up our fours because it is now heading to the fourth quarter. This one here, we're gonna step aside for one moment. We'll take a quick commercial break. When we come back, we will show you the fourth quarter of play from Shotwell Stadium. We've already sent one to the title game next week. Let's get ready to send another one after this.
We know people in sales who tell their clients what they want to hear.
But at Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Addresses Realtors, we're not driven by the end transaction. We want a lifelong relationship with our clients, which means sometimes we have to tell our clients what they need to hear. Our industry-leading team of real estate professionals is ready to help you find the home where you can enjoy life's biggest celebrations and smallest moments.
When you open the door to your first home or your forever home, we want to be there with you.
And while we may be a brand with international reach, we remain locally owned and committed to the San Angelo community.
Our company is built on the principles of trust, integrity, longevity, and stability.
At Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Addresses Realtors, we are honored to be your forever agents.
All right, so we got another play. Lubbock Cooper has the ball to start the fourth quarter. They're driving. It's going to be second down and about 7. Right here, they're going to pick up the first down. Just on a little inside slant here. Bam, finds your man. What a catch. Bring up the first down.
This is kind of what I was saying in the first half. See how loaded up that box is? Everyone's coming in hard. You have that quick pass. Again, make that defense back up. If they're going to play man, burn them.
Once again, you look, number 10 is right there in his grill.
Yep.
Hitting him hard. He's just switching hands with him. He's not quick enough. Switching, just batting it down, and then boom, they got a play.
Heck of a catch right there. It's right, and James Bellini catching that one right in the wheelhouse. Lubbock Cooper starting off the fourth quarter of play with some action here.
It's a good sign.
Perhaps maybe to keep it fast. All right, so
South Oak Cliff timeout.
Oh my goodness, why are they stopping the clock? That's probably the biggest question of the night. So
They probably want to keep that 3 on the scoreboard. They're probably huddling up saying, what's going on?
I mean, at this point, gosh,
He's yelling at his JV kids out there.
Yeah, he's like, I swear I'm going to put the seniors back in.
Yeah.
Don't make me do it.
All right, gentlemen, I know we have plenty of time to think about play the game.
I mean, I think there's only one clear-cut option here.
Yeah.
It's that fullback
Oh yeah,
right up the middle.
It's the
game winner. You know, like
in my opinion, it's either game winner or the very first play of this game.
Right.
Other than that,
yeah, I mean, like highlight worthy. Definitely, the very first play of this game they're watching now is incredible. But like, you got to give it to the clutch moment.
The
You know,
importance, yeah.
such like. Going down the field, it's what you dream as is when you're a little kid. Like, 5 seconds left, I'm going, like game-winning touchdown, right?
Wide open.
Makes the catch, and then you do your dance as your 8-year-old in your driveway, like so. Like this is the stuff.
Go to the state championship,
right? Like this is straight up. This is straight up what dreams are made of right here. I
Yes.
feel like it's gotta go there.
I'm in.
Well, we've sent one to the title game. Looks like we're very close to sending another one in South Oak Cliff. I'm not sure why they're calling timeouts at this point. The verdict is that perhaps maybe yelling at the JVers to get something going. In the meantime, let's go back to Shotwell Stadium here. And, what happened there? Not that. So let's do this.
All right, second down right here. Right after the timeout, they set up a screen, but it's red the whole time. Getting hit in the backfield. It's going to bring up second 11 to third and 18, guys.
See, this is what they called the timeout for, Manny.
Okay. Regroup the troops.
They're like, all right,
Seniors.
y'all are rushing too hard.
Yeah. Just sit down.
Just chill. They're gonna run another screen.
Yeah.
Man, but at the same time, that's when, as the offense coordinator, you got to know that this is coming. So this is when you got to change it up again. As soon as you catch these guys sitting back like that, that's when you go back to running the ball. Hand it straight up, right down the middle, shove it down their throat, right? They're going to just sit on their heels and wait for a screen. It's a chess match, It's a chess match.
Going to bring up third down and very, very long for the Pirates. Kind of out of field goal range. So if they don't get this one, might be seeing a fourth down play.
Well, I mean, I don't see them kicking a field goal at this point.
No.
There's not really.
Yeah,
much point.
you're probably going for the whole enchilada at that point. So, all right. So still 31-3, South Oak Cliff on top of Lubbock Cooper from Shotwell Stadium in Abilene. And we were talking about play of the game. Maybe this is a potential nominee. Trammell, what do you think?
That's it. So fourth down and very, very, very long. They're going to throw this ball. Third down and very long, right to the safety.
Oof.
And then
That
just
safety.
cuts it out to the right.
Ooh.
Nobody going to catch this guy making one miss. He's going, but finally out of bounds. They're going to hit him late, too. We got some laundry on the field. Turnover for Lubbock Cooper.
My gosh. And it's still so much time on the clock.
Man.
71's pretty quick.
You got to
you-
give him credit. He's moving.
Yeah, but you see that's a classic case of the quarterback looking at one read the entire time. His eyes never left the receiver he was going to throw to. That's the easiest interception possible for that safety. He just sits there. He doesn't even move out of his coverage set. Just kind of was like, okay, well, I know it's coming to me. Steps up, makes the pick, almost takes it to the house. But, I mean, that's not good for the clock moving if they score quickly. But
After the penalty, the ball's going to be spotted on the 10-yard line. Let's check it out. So here it is, 10-yard line, first down here. But this is going to be a good play by the Pirates. Boom! Stuck him in the backfield.
it's like, you got to give credit to how the Pirates defense has played tonight. Like, they've been stingy. Even when you had instances with going forward on the wrong side of the field and whatnot, and then multiple turnovers at this point, you can't hang all the points that the defense has allowed on them. Like, they've played hard this game.
Yeah, they have a special teams touchdown. This one kind of caused by the offense, but
What is it? A special teams touchdown, a turnover on downs, and then 2 interceptions now, right?
Yeah.
And a fumble, right?
And something like that.
Yeah, that strip, remember?
Oh yeah.
And that was on the
about
wrong
that
side
one.
of the field too. So
Yeah. And big plays really hurt him too.
All right, so we'll come back to the desk. We'll wait to see what happens in this one. I tell you what, if South Oak Cliff, I mean, this They're very close to just busting this one insanely wide open. But perhaps the kids from the LBK with other thoughts. What do you say, Trammell?
Quarterback keeper here. He's gonna keep it. It's a straight run. Lineman kind of gets in his way instead of blocking. A sack back there in the backfield. Not really a sack, but a tackle for loss. Will bring up third down and very long.
And you can see here he was supposed to take that inside. It wasn't there. He brings it back outside. That's why it looks like that lineman's in his way.
Oh yeah, he's looking to make something happen.
Like he's just trying to make a block, and the quarterback's not helping him out either. Get out of my way, big guy. You know. He's like, I was out of your way. You came back to me.
Yeah. Alrighty, so
There's the boys from the LBK, though. What is it? 3rd and goal now?
Yep, it's 3rd and goal from probably about the 15-yard line.
So there's still a little bit of fight, maybe.
Well, I mean, it is the semifinals. Like you're gonna see even if the team's getting blown out, like they know how to handle themselves, you know. So.
Be very careful, Ryan, what you're about to say. Because I have the future.
Trammell
Very
is Trammell Damas over here.
All right, here we go. Pass all the way, throw it deep, touchdown.
Oof. Burned again.
Easy.
Yeah.
Ball game.
That is ball game. All I was gonna say, Trammell, was even if you're getting blown out, you can still play hard.
Very true, but play hard all you want. Running up the score, 38-3.
With 9 minutes left.
9 minutes left in the ball game.
This is wow.
I honestly didn't expect it to get like this, because Lubbock Cooper has been on the other side of some of those blowouts, you know?
They have. And they were on the other side of that last week.
I think a little bit of just overmanned and outmatched.
Right.
And they're about to move up to 5A D1.
Could be playing with the big boys again. Monterey, Lubbock Coronado.
Yeah, well, they're getting blown out here in 5A D2. So
Yeah. We've heard the song that never ends. If you grew up in the 90s, a la Lamb Chop, this is the game that never ends. 38-3, 9 minutes to go in this one. Yeah, South Oak Cliff.
same, buddy.
Yep.
And I said it during the break,
Here,
and
right here, look, this is how they feel.
Yep, just yawn. Oof, bad sportsmanship there. No one likes to see that.
What you got? What you
We
got?
do on
Right.
cover 1. Maybe not on the field, but on cover 1, we'll love to see it.
I will say, I said it during the break. I'll say it on the air now. This is exactly how that South Lake Carroll Middle Legacy game felt. You want to talk about two actual powerhouses going at it. It got ugly early, and then that game, it seemed like every time South Lake Carroll touched the ball, they went on a long drive and scored.
Yep.
Ended up being about a 3.5-hour game. So
It just stayed ugly.
Yep, it just
got
stayed
ugly,
ugly.
stayed ugly, never really changed. That's the perfect way to describe that. In the meantime, it is 37-3, extra point, no good.
And what do you do when you're up 37-3 in the playoffs? You kick an onside. That's right, kick the onside. They weren't able to get it, though. Lubbock Cooper takes over probably at around there, 40, 35 yards.
So let's talk about the strategy for this for a second, because I'm failing to see
Any?
the point. All right, so maybe if you get it, you can give your sophomores playing time and try to run the clock out.
I think it's just running the clock out. I think that's the only reason.
It's got to be, right? Because otherwise, this just looks bad.
Or you're just running it up. Things
I know,
are
that's
getting
what
a
I'm
little
saying,
chippy.
right?
Because watch at the end of this. Look at all this right here, all this extra nonsense.
I'm not going to lie to you. If I was Lubbock Cooper, I'd be doing the same thing. Like, really? It's like you're up by over 30 points and you're kicking onsides?
Look, these guys are just this guy has nothing to do with this football play. Nothing to do with it. But look.
Again,
Clean
Yeah.
them up.
again,
Nothing.
you're up by 35 points. You're kicking onsides. I'm lighting you up too.
Clean them up, dude.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this is where this kind of game is headed. Where we're at this point.
I don't know, man. That fires me up a little bit. Kicking onsides up by 5 touchdowns.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to that. That's I mean, I guess you can call it holding on to the football, maybe just
Yeah.
riding off into the West Texas night.
I mean, I would agree with you if I didn't just see that guy score a touchdown yawning and, like, I'm just like, okay, all right, come on now.
Next play, coach calls an onside.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like at what point does it turn it like stop being strategic and turn a little bit personal?
It's
like
getting that way.
Like if this was baseball, that next pitch would be coming at your head.
I think we're officially there.
Yeah.
We're at that point. All right, so let's go back to Shotwell Stadium. Lubbock Cooper with the rock.
It's 3rd and 9. First 2 plays go absolutely nowhere. An incompletion on 2nd down and just a no-yard gain on 1st. It's going to bring up 4th down and 4.
All right, well, we kind of know what they're going to do here. They're going to go for it at least.
Well,
We think.
surely a good sport, they would just kick it and punt, right?
I mean, if you're the team that's down by 5 touchdowns, no, you go for it.
Well, you know what? You also don't kick it onside, so at this point, who knows
Right?
what the heck is going to happen.
Well, if you look at the suplex over here,
yeah.
He gets up like, I didn't suplex him, I swear, that wasn't me. Nah. If anything, momentum carried him into that. Like I said, at the end of the day, these are still kids playing a game. So, like, you like to see it clean out there.
yep.
College, on the other hand, no holds barred, right?
Those kids are still kids.
And all I'm saying is the amount of taunting, quote unquote, taunting calls in the college and NFL games these days are insane.
Yeah, so it is 37-3. We're about 8 minutes left in this one. As Lubbock Cooper, they just continue to, continue to stay in the game. I mean, they haven't stopped fighting. That's one thing for sure. As we go back to that one there. There at Shotwell Stadium. Trammell, what you got here?
You're going to have to go back. Something's messing up here.
Okay, well, we'll gladly come back over here.
I saw that spinning wheel of death.
Yeah.
Yeah, Trammell, I got you right over here. So in the meantime, let's see. So we saw let's do it right here. And we'll do this. All right, so Lubbock Cooper with the rock. And here we go. All right, so Lubbock Cooper with the rock here, trying to do something, trying to stay in the game. QB1.
Rolling out. Can he find somebody? Oh, keeps it himself.
It looks like there might have been a flag on that.
Yeah, I
play,
think
too.
there was a flag on this.
They're going to call it defensive holding. It's going to be an automatic 1st down for the Pirates.
All right, so we'll come back.
You can just go to me. Next play here, it's 2nd down and 10 here. Actually, 1st down and 10, sorry. This is right after they called a defensive holding on that last play. Just a pass too high on the screen. Try to set something up. It looks like they had men out there. It's going to be about 6 minutes and 36 seconds left in this ball game.
Ooh, he had an alley, too.
Yeah.
Could
Had
use
something there.
could
but-
have used the ref as an extra blocker here.
Oh,
See
man.
that?
Yeah, he definitely could have used it for that. Yeah, so, all right, Trammell, I see your play there, and I'll raise you this one here. And let's see, because Lubbock Cooper coming off that misfire there. These guys trying to stay in it. There we go. Busting through the seams. Down
All the way to the 5-yard line.
There we go.
Can we get a what do you think? Can we get a touchdown?
Maybe Oak Cliff was kicking that onside, in
They
advance.
were worried.
Yeah, in advance of Lubbock Cooper kicking their own onside.
There you go.
All right, so with that said,
Let's keep it going.
Yeah, let's just
Come to
keep the
me.
drive going. Back now to you, Trammell.
1st and goal, handoff here, but stuffed. Bring up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5. All right. Well, Trammell, I'll see you there.
One more time. One more time. One more time. You got it,
2nd and
Manny.
5. From there.
Here it is.
All right, let's see what the Cooper Pirates are made of here.
Pass.
There we go.
Break it. Jump. He's in.
Here we go.
Pirates are on the board. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in this game.
Hey, they got on the board
37
much
to 10.
earlier.
Okay. First touchdown for the Pirates. 37-10. 5 minutes and 30 seconds left in the ball game.
Don't call it a
so,
comeback.
So you go for 2 here, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you need all the
Yeah.
points you can get. Because they're down by, what, 27?
Yeah.
So if you get a 2, then you really cut it down
So
by a little bit.
you go for 2 twice in a row, and then it's a 24-point game, and then you got to go for 2, 3 more times. You know?
There you go. You're just adding them up.
Yeah,
Right?
Chadwick.
Yeah. Simple math, you know.
Chadwick crunching
5
the numbers
minutes.
here. Chadwick,
5:30 left.
Chadwick,
5.
you want to
30.
be a Texas high school football coach. What would you teach?
I actually have a degree in history, so
Okay.
but I am also certified to teach English. So let's put it that way.
Okay, so you would stay away from the mathematics?
Yeah, I just, you know what? I'm gonna put it this way: with how busy and whatnot I would be with football, I think it would be unfair to the kids to teach them a hard subject like math if I'm never there.
Okay.
Let's put it that way.
I like it. That's
It's
a good
not
way-
that I want to be the typical history coach. I swear.
Okay.
Do it. They do this, you know, some of the teachers that I used to have that were coaches, they put them in the health class.
Are you saying I wouldn't be a very good teacher there, Matt
I
Trammell?
think one of them I took psychology.
Yeah.
He was the same. Yeah.
Do you remember what grade you got in that, Trammell?
I guarantee
I
you
got
it was
an
an A.
A.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
Not gonna lie to you though. Perfect scenario for me would be world history. I would actually enjoy teaching that one.
I
Yeah.
love U.S. history because I love the greatest nation ever.
There
Hey,
we go.
the U.S.
Yes.
is part of world history, Trammell.
Oh, yeah, they're the number one part of world history. We won both of them.
Yeah, I remember a teacher of mine. He was, in fact, a coach. He was a cross-country basketball, track coach. He was probably one of the toughest teachers at the same time. He was a history coach. But I still remember things from history based on him.
A great example of that at Central High School is Freddie Davis. He's actually retiring this year.
Okay.
He's been a coach at Central for over 30 years now, right?
Yeah.
They honored him at halftime in one of the games, and I think that we actually have a Freddie Davis Day in San Angelo now.
Really?
Yeah, like it was actually a pretty big deal. A lot of service to his community. He's had opportunities to move on for a long time. Like he was my coach when I was there, and he was still coaching this year, you know. And I graduated 12 years ago now, right? So yeah, shout out to Freddie Davis, great coach, great history teacher. I know he educated
That's awesome.
a lot of students coming through. So
Yeah, that's awesome. Trammell, in the meantime, speaking of, well, hopefully maybe we can ravage something.
right
Get something.
here comes an onside kick.
Maybe. They did actually kick an onside kick.
Dang good time.
Now the backup quarterback is in for
South Oak
SOC.
Cliff. Yep.
Throw that pick. Come
Oh,
on.
bomb right there. It was a good ball.
Yeah, it was a good ball. I was hoping for a pick though. I'm not biased. I'm reporting on this game.
Yeah, it's second
Very
and 3.
unbiasedly.
So this one's gonna make it 3rd and 3 right here.
Officially under 5 minutes to go. I don't know why we're throwing the football. We need to be running the football.
Because it's just got to get these young guys reps, man.
Get out of here
Number
with
2.
that.
Number 2.
Yeah.
QB2. You talk about QB1.
Up
This is
27
how you
points.
make QB1s.
All I'm saying is you're up 27 points. We're still throwing the ball. What are we doing? Let's go home, coach.
Stopping the clock.
You got to drive all the way back to Dallas.
Under 4 minutes.
Stay tuned. If you're just joining us now, it is 37-10.
37-10.
37-10. South Oak Cliff just dominating Lubbock Cooper tonight. They're at Shotwell Stadium in Abilene. If you joined us earlier, if you're just looking for an update, Mart, we have Mart in Fall City. As Fall City knocks off number 1 Mart 24-20 tonight in Elgin, Texas. It'll be Stratford in Fall City next week. And next Thursday morning from Jerry World for the Class 2A Division II State Championship. All right, in the meantime, I think we have highlight to go to back at Shotwell Stadium.
It was 3rd and 2. Saw the last play. Here is the 3rd and 2 play. Just cooking them.
No.
All over. Still going, still up. Finally tackled on the 20-yard line.
You want to know what the best part of that play was, Trammell?
What's the play?
That thing ran.
Yeah. And see, I have no problem with that. If they make an incredible play on the ground, then cool. But that clock keeps moving. And
3rd and 2. He shakes about 3 different people. I mean, let's just talk about these individually. Let's start right here.
There's one.
First, there's one, okay? And then boom,
And
there's
2.
Okay,
And
boom,
3.
there's 3. Okay.
And
then
oh my
there's
gosh.
4,
Oh, wow.
Okay. And then there's
And 5.
And then I would say
Moment's too
6
big.
man.
Shouldn't be in the
Got him on
game.
6. Yeah.
I remember we saw the back of the quarterback, so there's dang well may be the backup running back. SOC has the ball with 3 minutes and 30 seconds.
Hey, this is him proving the coach that he deserves reps in that state championship game.
There you go.
Okay, Trammell, tell you what. We'll take one last look at that. I'll see you on that one. I'll see you that play right there. And I'll raise you this one here.
Pick 6?
Not so.
See?
Oh, come on.
See? I mean, SOC still running lights out.
Backup QB right here, keeping the rock. He tackled about the 5-yard line. It's going to be 1st and goal. Probably around that 3-minute mark.
Yeah, we're hoping for the 3-minute mark.
You'd like to see Cooper step up here.
Yeah. Get at least 2 solid plays of defense in before you let them.
Yeah. Well, I mean, and think of it like this. They've only allowed, like, they're technically winning the second half right now.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah,
if you want
like the defense has been playing great. It's 7-6 in the second half. If you want to look at it like that. Like, if you're looking for a moral victory here.
Wait, they had the touchdown.
Yeah,
The fade?
yeah. They had.
That's been only the second half touchdown?
That's the only one. It was 31-3 at halftime, wasn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's 37-10.
Wow.
Well, Trammell, do you care to show them what else is left of this game?
Well, that wasn't the only touchdown.
I keep coming to bat for you boys. Come on.
All right. Let's take a look at it right here.
Lubbock, my home away from home. What are you doing?
Blowing it up right here. Backup QB is going to keep it himself, walk it in the end zone.
I'll walk it out. I'll walk it out.
Up huge. 44-10. 2 minutes and 30 seconds left in the busy.
So this one, I think we can say is officially done.
Oh yeah.
I think that's the official. Not quite official.
Chadwick, once again,
They went for the outside kick, didn't
they
they?
did. They did. They kicked an onside kick. We don't actually have the film of it, but they did go the onside kick. Lubbock Cooper does recover. It says James Bellini on the ground says SOC is just trying to limit the contact at this point.
Oh,
So they're thinking
that would
if
make
they
sense.
have the football,
They can.
no one gets hurt.
Yeah, they can just kneel it out.
Can't
At
blame
the
them
same
for trying.
time, though, like,
2:30 left.
stop kicking onside kicks when you're up by 30-something points. I hate that. Because they're still creating more contact on that one play. Everyone's diving for that ball.
Well, speaking of contact, how about we check out what's in store for the next drive?
Just a handoff right here. Looks like Lubbock Cooper's gonna run this thing out. Maybe they understand that maybe this thing might be just a little bit too much that they can chew off.
Yeah, I will say though, you gotta as their coaches, you gotta give the seniors a chance here, and they did right up until the end of the game. Now we're at the point. Let's make sure no one gets hurt.
Make sure everyone keeps it clean.
Yeah, let's keep it clean.
Especially at the end of like a big, hard, even especially a blowout. It's very easy to lose your cool if you're getting blown out and it's your last game ever.
Oh,
it's
yeah.
easy to just do something dirty.
Do something dumb, and I mean,
play for 4 seconds.
well, yeah,
after
and
the
especially
whistle.
for these seniors, like some of them got basketball next, some of them got baseball next, and track. So like they got other sports to play. So like let's just end this one cleanly. Let's go home. Like y'all had a great season. Not every day that West Texas teams get all the way to the semifinals, especially at the 5A and above divisions, you know.
Yeah, no, that's
So, incredible season by the Lubbock Cooper Pirates. Expect great things from y'all moving forward, especially if y'all's enrollment numbers keep skyrocketing.
Yep, that's something we could see. Trammell, we ready to go back?
Yeah, third down here for the Pirates. They're going to hand this one off. Get the first down. Got some blocks right there. Got behind them. Stayed in bounds. About 1:38 left in this thing. This thing is basically done.
Okay, so it's becoming about that time. 44-10. Under 2 minutes to go. Yeah, looks like South Oak Cliff. In fact, be interested to see who that they're. In fact, we'll pull that up. We'll do the research for you.
That's tomorrow night, Manny.
Who do they get the winner
That's
of?
that LBJ game.
Okay, LBJ. Who else
Right.
is on that?
Okay, go off.
Okay, tell you what. Let's we'll come back to the desk here. Here we go. Okay, so yeah. So tomorrow night they will await the winner of LBJ. Trammell is
Austin LBJ and Tyler Chapel Hill.
Okay, so that's who it is. Tyler Chapel Hill, Austin LBJ. I believe Austin LBJ is the #1 team in Texas in that particular classification. South Oak Cliff, they knocked off the defending state champion in Class 5A Division II, Aledo, just a few weeks ago. It was the upset of Texas.
They're pretty legit, too.
At that point, yeah. I mean, as you can see, South Oak Cliff,
They're good.
wide.
Yeah.
They're legit.
So, Trammell, do we have anything else to go to right now?
Yeah, probably the final play of the game.
Oh, hey, we're down with that.
Here it is. Probably the final play. He probably just kneels after this one. Thrown interception right there. Going to take that thing to about the 40, 30-yard line. Doesn't matter. 50 seconds left. This ball game is done. It's like South Oak Cliff's going to take care of business here. Game's going to end at 44-10. Guys, thoughts?
Well, it felt like an extremely long night. South Oak Cliff just proved why they are the better team and why they should be going to the state championship. I mean, I think you could make a case that they proved that against Aledo a few weeks ago, but tonight against a very good Lubbock Cooper team, man, they flexed.
Yeah, I mean, the point of this play here is from the very last play, or from the very first play to the very last play, this team was just completely better.
Absolutely.
We saw a kickoff return for a touchdown, play one. Last play of the game ends in like a interception that probably could have been a pick six if things were live, you know?
Yeah. And again, like I'll hammer this home every time. Like the difference in skill is obvious, of course, but speaking from the perspective of a team who's trying to win a football game, you can't turn the ball over 5 times and expect to win, you know? Like that's just not how it goes. On both sides of the ball, you see, like I will say, I am going to give a little bit of credit to Lubbock Cooper's defense. Like they did stop Oak Cliff's offense on several different occasions. So again, great season overall. Hats off to the coaches. Great job to the kids out there. Way to represent yourselves well. It's not the ending that you want when you're playing this game, but hey. You play the game because you love it, not because you win state championship every year, right? So y'all are going to, like, for the seniors, y'all are going to continue to move on and do bigger and better things. So, yeah, hats off to y'all.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so we officially have a final from Abilene. And I'll take this one, Trammell, as we get ready for our play of the game. And this is kind of the scene there from Shotwell Stadium. And there we are, South Oak Cliff. They're headed off to play for the Ship next week at Jerry World. So yeah, moving on. Class 5A Division II State Championship game. Man, oh man. Congratulations to them. I thought they played a fantastic ball game. They've had just a phenomenal season, to say the least. All right, Trammell, I think we are just about ready for our La Speranza play of the game, and this one, I think this one is just kind of just self-explanatory. You know, I think how we kind of set this one up. In the meantime, let's kind of get ready for that one.
The Fall City Beavers taking it all the way down Just a few seconds left in this game. They trailed the whole time. Seam right up the gut. They catch it, and they're going to win. Falls City 24, Mart 20. This is the La Esperanza play of the game.
La Esperanza Chadburn Clinic is here to serve you, providing behavioral health services, adult primary health care, along with school and employment physicals, and so much more. La Esperanza Chadburn Clinic, located at 1610 South Chadburn, offers extended hours Monday through Thursday and Saturday clinic hours from 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. All right, and welcome back to COVER1 Live here on SanAngeloLive.com. And this has been a fun and exciting night of football as we saw the play of the game there between Falls City and Mart. A final touchdown that sent Falls City to the state championship game. They'll get Stratford next week. They take down Mart 24-20. And then this other game, it wasn't quite as exciting. Final score with that 44-10?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
44-10. So we're seeing South Oak Cliff move on to the Class 5A Division II state championship game. First things first, let's start with you, Ryan Chadwick. Final thoughts before we close out the night.
I just want to give a shout out to Falls City. Congratulations, y'all played y'all's game. You ran your strategy to perfection. Usually when you see those triple option teams go down by 10 or more points, things start panicking a little bit. You're forced to throw the ball. You're not ready, but y'all took care of business. You put yourselves in a situation with 7 minutes of change left to go in that game just to be able to just do your thing. You came up big when it was needed, and what a brilliant play call to call that play action with under a minute to go.
Yeah, absolutely. Matt Trammell, how about you, sir?
Well, it's been a very, very good run. We've had a lot of good games. We've got 1 week left, and we're going to be there Wednesday and Thursday. This may be the last live stream that y'all get to see me, and this may be the last time you get to see this beautiful Angelo Bolt desk, and especially you can't forget the huge Angelo Bolts. That's what Falls City did tonight, guys. They bolted down right when they needed to, and they got some stops down the field, and ended up winning this ball game. That was a great game. The other game, maybe not so much. That's okay. We get to see who's it? Falls City next week.
Falls City.
So before I go, though, let me do one last time. Just a little scores run. So 2A Division II, Mart, Falls City. Of course, Falls City wins 24-20. Final, Gunter, Lubbock Roosevelt 47-12. Gunter wins. Wascom and Franklin. Franklin wins 28-14. That's 3A Division II. So that will be Franklin versus Gunter. 4A Division II. Gilmer, Salina. Gilmer wins 27-7, and China Spring wins 34-9. That means 4A Division II's matchup will be between Gilmer and China Springs. 4A Division I, listen to this one. Wichita Falls, Hershey, Stephenville, 38-35. Stephenville wins. Man. 5A Division II, Liberty Hill versus Crosby, 42-14. Liberty Hill wins. Other side, South Oak Cliff, Lubbock Cooper. So South Oak Cliff will play Liberty Hill next week. Mansfield Summit, College Station, 28-21. Final College Station wins. Of course, the blowout on the other side of the bracket. Katy Pateau wins 73-14 against Flower Bluff. Deersky & Deersky Realtors always brings you the scores page. Go check them out. www.sanangelive.com/scores.
Alrighty. Matt Trammell, always bringing us the goods, along with our wonderful sponsors for this season. Hey, it has been a phenomenal 2021-22 season of Texas high school football here in the 325 and just all over the Lone Star State. I tell you what, we have covered this from very beginning to end, starting at the very last week of August, all the way until mid-December. And we still have one more week to go. This is our final live stream of the season, but next week, on Wednesday and Thursday, we will bring you some special coverage of Class 2A and 3A state title games next week from Jerry World in Arlington, Texas. But I tell you what, it's been, the more we kind of follow these teams, the more it just kind of just feels like, wow, we get to see it from beginning to end. We get to see how they develop, and it's just fun to watch them. So For one last time, guys, thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much to Matt Trammell and Ryan Chadwick, especially boots on the ground to James Bellini, Sean Morrow down in Elgin, as well as all of our scorekeepers, all of our videographers for the entire season. Thank you so much. It has been an absolute pleasure to bringing you Texas high school football this entire season. But for the last time this season, good night. God bless. We'll see you one last time from Jerry World next week for state championships in Texas high school football. Good night.
Who say they want it? Who say they ready? See, you might not like it, but you gon' respect it, cause this is West Texas. Who say they want it? Who say they ready? Hey, coach, they might not like it, but they gon' respect it, cause this is West Texas. I said it's game time. Hey, coach, they know it's game time. You know it's game time. I said it's game time. Come on. Hey, coach, they know it's game time. Hey, who say they won't? We won't. Who say they ready? We ready. They might not like. We like it. But this is West Texas. They gon' respect. First off, I got my grades up, so I deserve every moment that I'm out on the field. I've been in practice all week, so you know what it is. We ain't come for the win, boy, we came for the kill. It ain't all about the all, boy. So why here we here, hard, boy? We for nothing but the Lord, boy. So when you come play us, we about rip out your